outside, and I missed a wake-up call when I drank cripple eggs. Through long winding streets, fell on me with suffering.
Yo, what's up, boys? And, I guess I'm kind of back a little bit. I've been meaning to do a stream. Let me turn this volume down. There we go. I don't know if that'll work. Oh my gosh. Alright, there we go. No, I've been meaning to do a stream. I was talking to a buddy of mine on IP2. He basically said, you know, Bill, when are you going to do a stream? And I said, I'm going to do one tomorrow. It only took me 4 months from tomorrow to do it. So, yeah, it's, I don't know. First, there was kind of a technical issue with Opera? Yeah, I want to say Opera, where it wouldn't actually record a video that was being overlaid on top of another browser issue, so I had to figure out that. It wasn't hard, but you know, I've been so busy with other things, with projects and things of that nature, that honestly didn't really have any time. He's, you know, just not enough time in the world. So I kind of just been taking it slow. I've been trying to figure out what I want to talk about, because I just don't want to come on here and talk about nothing. And I've been meaning to do this. I've been meaning, actually, I was gonna do a topic on making a video on commentary on something Unicole related, basically. So the video where she kind of had a manic moment, I suppose, was something I was gonna do, and I was gonna do it like the day that, probably 3 days or 4 days later or something, when she made it, and I ended up not doing it because of the technical issues. I'm like, holy shit, there was a bunch of them. So it was with OBS, it was with this, I was like, holy shit, this is the, you know, this is not gonna happen today, because I want to do it on the fly, you know, start it, and now I have to deal with these technical issues. I can't do it on the fly, so I have to work with that shit. So I'm working with that. Here I am. But I don't know if you guys will believe me. I looked into your eyes. I don't believe you. So I'm kind of just working through all the technical stuff right now. I'm trying to set up something. So give me a little bit more time. I'm thinking maybe 3 to 4 minutes, and I'll get everything kind of set up. I'm still kind of working through some shit. So be right back. Yeah, okay. I think I got just about everything set up. So, let's just get right into it, boys. I'm going to basically stream/commentate over some stuff that Unicole Unicron has said, basically. So, recently. It's kind of interesting. I would define it almost as manic moments. So, make it the transition right now. Here we go. It's very weird, by the way. Like, it's very weird to hear my own voice. I'm not really like talking to much people. I've been, basically in my house programming and things of that nature, working on projects. So it's very weird to, almost disorienting, I suppose, to hear my voice and things of that nature. So let's get right into it, boys. All right, so we're just gonna watch basically some videos and see what happens. Let's just kind of hit this off. But if you're not familiar with Unicole Unicron, basically she has a group called the Unicults. I've attended their church services, and I wanted to do some commentary on it, basically. This is going to be my first stream coming back to streaming. I don't know how often I'll be able to do this, because the next few months are just going to be fucking hectic, but let's just see what happens. I'm going to kind of just wing it. So, let's just go for it. I mean, basically, in my opinion, she's having a manic moment. I should really define what the hell's going on here, and she's just kind of, this is just a random stream right now, where she's just doing her thing, whatever that is.
I have so many lights, but it doesn't even matter. This is how it looks. We need a TV studio. Church.
I'm going to turn off the background music. I think it's going to really fuck things up.
How do we get a crisp signal? It's a little better. I spilled my water. Get your water. Everybody, get your water. Buckle up.
All right, we're buckling up, boys. What's going on?
Buckle up, everybody. We're about to go for a ride.
Oh, shit, man. Make sure you keep your heads and arms inside.
I have to go get my stuffed animal. Let me just... It's like, can the internet just be like either very fast or very slow?
I'm getting my stuffed animal as well, boys.
Where we just like click buttons.
It's my teddy bear.
Processing trauma.
I am really
That's what we're
unaware if you
doing.
guys can hear this. I wish I would have
Forgot you
saved
can't
this
edit it here now.
in VLC or something.
So frustrating. Okay, I'm pushing buttons. Please go get some water. You need water
Let's see if I
if
can
you're gonna
jack this
watch
volume
live
up.
stream.
Well, you know what?
And,
You might be able to.
we're
Let me
gonna
see
bless it
something
in
real
a
fast.
second.
Sorry.
I guess it's not that important to change the name right now, but we're almost there.
Yeah. Okay, no, you can hear this. I'm jacking up the volume right now, so it's
Okay.
We
I
got it,
did
boys.
a poll on Twitter asking everybody what their credit card score was. And this is very interesting. We don't have this question on the Unicole application.
I responded.
So
I
it's
did
very
not I did not fill that out, but I responded. I do not know what my credit score is.
Curious to see.
Which is indicative of a person who has never had to worry. I had to at one point worry about credit and things of that nature, but I don't know what my credit score is now. I usually buy things outright, so
That a sizable chunk of my followers have 800 or higher credit scores. And I just want to say, if you are one of those
I believe them. I looked into their eyes and I believe them.
followers and you have a credit score of 800 or more, I would like to know why you haven't been donating a sizable portion of your income to Unicult.
Well, I don't know if they define me. I don't consider myself a part of Unicole. I attend their church services. That's as much as involvement I get. Technically speaking, I'm not involved in Unicole because they mainly reside on Discord, and I'm not down with Discord. Discord is bad shit, by the way. So, but I typically, personally, I don't donate to things that are not something that's I don't feel is tangible, basically. And I don't know, and what I mean in this specific case is I don't know much about the I believe it's called Uni Acres or something like that, and what they want to do to it and everything else. And therefore, I will not donate to it. Now, when I go into IP2 and I throw my donations into IP2, I know exactly what I'm getting. I'm getting degeneracy. I'm getting people who are not like financially capable with life, and I'm well aware of this shit, and I'm willing to donate for the content, basically. When it comes to like legitimate things like Zeitgeist and legitimate projects, basically like Uni Acres, I have to know more info. Basically, you got to put your info on a site. You got to do all this stuff. You have to answer questions. You have to dedicate an entire fucking video. I don't know anything. I don't know anything about Uni Acres besides she wants $1 million, basically, and it'll go on here. And that's the main reason why I will not donate. I will suggest ideas. I will do things. I could donate like 50 times over with like $1 million, basically. But I ain't going to donate to shit that, I'm not going to throw money at people. I don't care how much pussy they offer or anything else. Ain't going to happen. Sorry. Next.
Because we're going to save the world. And also you get a tax deduction. So get your water. What else was I going to get?
That's a good incentive, a tax deduction. But I mean, like, I often feel like most people who are involved in Unicult are in it for the wrong reasons, basically. They're in it to, like, hit on, chicks or something of that nature. And I'm just in it to just kind of, like, fuck around, basically. That's it. Just like with IP2, it's a very similar mindset. So, I feel like some people are in it because they want to try to hook up with chicks, from what I've gathered, and they're not actually trying to save the world or anything. I feel like there's a form of manipulation when you are actually fronting yourself as a pop star, and you're trying to attract people into the group through sexual means, basically, and then you're like, oh no, I'm not, I'm like, I don't want to get into it too much, but there is some things that I don't like, that I understand the basic premise of, but it's basically like Twitch. Twitch right now is having a big problem. Twitch.com is having a problem with getting viewership through legitimate measures, basically. Right now, it's basically porn for kids, which is horrendous. And the problem occurs is that Twitch is basically the way they get new viewership through hits is through these porn streamers, these chicks that are basically wearing swimsuits and in pools and doing the shit they need to do. And they know this, and they're having a big problem trying to attract viewership through other avenues, basically, and they can't. They seem to can't. And what usually happens is this. I'll kind of break it down. Tone of Ease, what's up, Bo? Tone of Ease, oh my god. Dude, it's been, I forget how my voice sounds. Tone of Ease is a fucking awesome guy, and I appreciate your viewership. I appreciate your viewership, Tone of Ease. If there's one person I want watching, it's that guy. Tone of Ease, man, we're going to be talking about this group I'm like kind of semi-involved with called the Unicole group, basically, ran by Unicole Unicron, basically. Well, kind of ran by her. And I'm kind of in a rant right now. I apologize, but fuck it. I'm just trying to get back into the thing. Tone of Ease, I said I would stream this, I think 4 months ago. I said when you asked me on IP2, you're like, man, I miss your streams, I miss your rants, I miss your rambles, and I said I'll stream tomorrow. Well, it only took me 4 months from tomorrow to do it, dude, but I did it finally. So, let me get back into this though. Ran on. Let's go. Let's hit this shit. So, anyways, I'm kind of playing just to kind of keep you up to speed, buddy. I'm kind of just going through 2 videos that she made and kind of ranting about it and making commentary and things of that nature. I've been meaning to do this the past week or so when she made the first video, and I've had serious technical issues and everything else. I was trying to figure out that bullshit with Opera specifically, but I think I figured it out. I believe I have. So we'll go on. And if you want to hop into my Discord, by the way, my Discord is in the link below somewhere, so you're more than welcome to. KZ Auckland, holy shit! Dude, okay, KZ, I apologize for people who don't know. KZ is from New Zealand. He's from Auckland, and he's a homie of mine, and he's fucking awesome. KZ, I watched some of your streams. You've been streaming as of late as well. I've been watching. I've not said anything. But I've been meaning to do this. This is a long time coming. This is a fucking long time coming. I love you, man. I love you, Tone of Ease. I love you guys. So we're going to sit down. We're going to watch this shit. It's going to be maybe 2 hours long. So, and I don't give a shit if I don't get any sleep. Right now, it's like almost 1 a.m. So fuck it. Oh, I can fix that. They said my link expired. Let me throw up a new link here real fast, boys, before I do anything else. But you know what? I'll play this and I'll give you guys a new link. Let me play this shit real fast and we'll just let her talk.
Oh, my stuffed animal. I need that. I got this robot.
My Little Pony. What? I'm a brony, boys. You guys don't believe me. I've got a pet pony right here.
I got this robot.
Yo, guys, I'm gonna update the Discord link. I guess it has expired.
Question number
But
5, the last question in this category. I would like to see
one of those
if you
shit
could
things.
name
I remember
all
that shit
7
thing.
Dwarfs. I will give you 30 seconds of music while you think about this. Write nothing down. You don't have to push any buttons. Just listen.
Don't have to
think
push any
about the
buttons.
names
I love
of the
it.
7 dwarfs.
That is amazingly
Okay,
autistic.
here's your music. Remember, push Just think.
No mental illness going on here, boys. Perfectly fine, sound mind, healthy body. We've got this shit. Mental illness is real. I would say Unicole Unicron, on the rate of IP2 mental illness, I'd say probably a 6 or a 7. Which is not saying. I mean, she's better than Jewel Ranch, if that helps any, to give a perspective.
Body's like I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just like my friends and the people I send nudes to are like, you've made a transformation, and I'm like, I sure have. Okay, we're processing trauma. I've been crying all day. I feel pretty good right now. We're gonna bless our water. Grab your water.
That's right. Grab your water, boys. We gotta grab our water. We're gonna grab our water really fast here. This is gonna be really. KZ, she like runs a cult called Unicole. Her name is Unicole Unicron. She doesn't like to be called her. She likes to call it be Z or Zer, but this is my fucking stream, boys. And I'll call it as I see it. I don't believe this gendered pronoun shit. You know what I mean? So, I mean, like, I'll call her. Now, I'm respectful. I'm respectful to my boss. If I think the guy's a douchebag, I ain't gonna say to his face, but I'm gonna, my own shit. I'm gonna do my own thing. So,
if thinking in certain ways is a brainwash, that is a body wash.
That's how I roll, man.
Internal body wash. Internal organ body wash. I've got my stuffed animal here that somebody who I guess is still mad at me gave me. Very dear to me. I also have this stuffed animal that I made. I didn't make this. Someone named Rose made this. Then she killed herself. And I said, I get it. I fucking get it. Anyway, this is a stuffed animal prototype of something that I want to create in the future. I designed it,
Johnny
Rose,
Boston.
and I collaborated. And
I miss Johnny.
the key here, this is not the final design, but the idea here is that it's a body pillow, and you put crystals into the pockets for a full crystal body.
Okay, I have to stop. Okay, so she's into crystals, basically. And it's like crystal therapy, essentially, just to fill you in. So like, there's all sorts of crystals. I think something involved with chakra, and she's one of those like people that basically believe that if you have certain crystals, they have certain energy vibrations, and it's not like entirely not like true. Like there is some truth to it, but I like as far as like certain crystals can do certain energy stuff. I mean like. I don't want to get too crazy on this stuff, but I mean like how they're doing like 3D printing as far as titanium, 3D prints, chromium, steel, stainless steel printing. They're using a fucking cathode basically. It's a certain type of crystal basically that it shoots 60,000 volts of electricity through this crystal and does shit. So I mean it's not like crazy. I don't know if it does anything for the human body though. I suspect probably not. I'm very skeptical of that, but if you guys have anything in chat here, call me out on it.
Body healing.
I'm just trying to get, used to doing this because I'd like to do more, but I know for a fact the next few months I'm not going to be able to pull some of the shit off, unfortunately. But when I have time, I will.
All your crystals.
I'll try.
Put them into here. And then you take a little nap, and you get aligned as you're sleeping. Brilliant. I'm a brilliant genius. I got these crystals on my recent vacation in Mexico. For those of you who do not follow me on Instagram, I did get a crystal zirconia rod drilled directly into my skull. And,
Okay, yeah. By the way, she had a tooth pulled out, basically, which I think was a good move. And then she's getting this tooth that's like a crystal something put into her mouth, basically. And you can either put, I think, titanium tooth, maybe? I don't know. I'm no dentist, but or this crystal shit. And she's decided to put this crystal shit in her mouth. So to replace to basically cap her tooth. Blade hype right there, boys.
Like.
Blade hype.
They're gonna put a cap on it later.
Blade
I
hype.
hope it's a crystal cap.
Only use my blade.
I haven't asked them if that's,
Ew, boys.
that's the case. So anyways, I got these crystals.
Yeah.
I watched
Oh my
them in the
God.
ocean. And you know, I had this.
I thought about buying it. She's got an Etsy store, and she was selling these like crystal dildos. I thought about like buying a crystal dildo. I don't know what I would do with it. I might shove it up my ass.
Little hat that I was wearing. It's gone now, though. Listen, look at me, okay? I'm very frantic. I'm going to read to you from my journal.
All right, so she's got a journal, basically. Like, someone had recently in the past few weeks has like informed me about her fucking journal that she's kept since she was in high school. She's like in her 30s now, so I'm not gonna read that stuff because that's kind of personal. It's personal, definitely, and she's putting it out in the public. But it's different. I would say I've never heard. I mean, so I've kept a journal, okay, since I was a teen, and originally it was like a technical journal, but then like I kind of morphed it into other shit as well, and I used to call it a diary, but I guess people say that's too female to call it a diary, so I call it a journal. But I don't make my shit public. It's kept secret.
Here's my little hat. And then it's not.
I think I allowed my ex-girlfriend to read my journal, forgetting about like all the chicks I met and all this other stuff. And there was like one chick that she knew that, and I was like, oh shit, like if she reads over that part, she's gonna be pretty pissed at me. Thank God she did not read over that part. And after that, I said, I'm not gonna let her read my journal anymore.
It's not a hat, it's an icon.
Bad idea.
I was thinking it was kind of like Audrey Hepburn, and she's like talking about getting the mean reds. I love her in that movie. Breakfast at Tiffany's is a commercial. It's a commercial for Tiffany's. Like, Tiffany's must have paid for that movie, right? Hated it for that reason. Love Audrey Hepburn. Okay, let's see. What?
Hey, can you guys hear this video well at all? I'm just kind of curious. Call me out if you can't hear shit.
I'm just gonna read you today. I woke up too late for the 6 a.m. yoga class I had my eye on. I stayed in bed and I felt sad. Tried not to be sad. I imagined children with little hands, little bodies, curious faces, waking me up begging for pancakes. No wonder I cried all day. Jesus.
Sorry. Thank you. Tony B says it sounds great.
I imagined 3 children, little hands, little bodies, curious faces, waking me up, begging for pancakes.
Sorry, I have to read this from Tony B. Tony B said in chat, he said, Bill's 2019 journal entries. Watch Burger for a straight year. What have I become? Question mark. Dude, that is so true. I have saved. I watch Burger till this day. I have like timestamps and linked every time he has basically been rejected by a female or anybody. And it is a ton of times, dude. Like I want to make like kind of a montage of all the times he's been rejected. It's a ton. It's unbelievable. The most rejected person on earth, I believe. Burger Planet has been.
Pancake.
Do you know how many views that would give me? That would give me like fucking million views. People would want to watch that shit. I've got that stuff, man. One day I'm going to fucking do it. It's going to be a lot of work. I need like high CPU power. I'm waiting for and I think KZ Auckland's going to know this, the Zen 4 to come out so I can fucking edit that shit. I'm going to need a very powerful computer, dude. There's a lot of videos I need to download and fucking, yeah. Burger, I was Burger's mod. I guess he kind of banned me again. He kicked me off his Discord and all this other shit. So I guess he's pissed off at me for some reason. Don't know why.
I felt
Very
the
sad
contrast of reality. Empty bed, silent room. My loneliness echoing and the reminder to enjoy it. The reminder that I always manifest what I want. It just takes a long while.
Okay, so she believes in manifestation, basically. It's kind of this Californian type of deal where, you know, you want to manifest things into reality by believing, basically, that it's going to come true. And I don't agree with it. I think it's a healthy mindset, but I think that you also need to kind of walk the walk, not just talk the talk. So a lot of these people, like, don't walk the walk. They don't take any action. They're just like, why isn't this happening? I deserve this. I deserve that. And they're literally not like walking. They're not committing to an action, basically. And part of confidence building, right, and actually believing that you can do these things, a lot of that has to do with knowing that you can do it. If you don't know that you can do it and you just believe that you can do it, they're two different fucking things. And so, Unicron, like, you can think these things, right? But you actually have to commit to action, is what I found out is the best method. It is the solid method. In my opinion, it is the only method.
People can have babies into their 50s. Anything
Casey Acklin, I believe Casey Acklin in chat basically said very true. So
is possible, and things can happen fast.
Now, granted, Unicole Unicron has borderline personality disorder, and watching her videos, I do believe she has it. I'm not going to diagnose it. And she's got, I believe she said she has agoraphobia, basically. So she's kind of like kind of has extreme anxiety. I believe that. I think she has a lot of disorders, basically. I think she might have dissociative identity disorder. I think she might be on the spectrum as well. When I say spectrum, I mean autistic spectrum. I think she's more of the higher end. And she would not agree with me on this, but I agree with myself on this, and that's all that matters.
I was in fantasy of showing up to his house in May. I'm crying while workers install my new washer and dryer.
Okay, so her ex-boyfriend, she is dreaming about, she's basically said that she dreamt about showing up to his fantasy house in May, which I don't know what his fantasy house is, but kind of interesting.
I cried a lot and took a bath. I'm ready for my day now. I made cookies with almond flour, oats, banana, peanut butter, oat milk, and pure chocolate chips. They are very bitter from the chocolate and no sugar. Today I'm going to do yoga, work out, do my art homework, work on work, clean up my sunroom now that the washer and dryer.
This sounds like NPR right now. If you ever watch a NPR radio show, it's like, or like almost like a poem almost too. The way that she does this kind of like poems have a certain, like, people who read poems have a kind of a certain rhythm to them. It's kind of hard to explain, but I would need to show you guys.
I finally installed.
It's very interesting.
It's Thursday.
Like, not just like, it's how she reads it. So
I can go get Indian food since they have vegan sog, but I don't know if I will. I have orders to fulfill from Unicole Supply Co. I'm definitely in. This is later. I'm definitely in a PTSD trigger today. Crying a lot and unable to focus.
Interesting. She says PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder.
Spending time in the hammock.
Did she mean PTSD or BPD? Interesting. Well, if we look at it from like the we're finding that borderline personality disorder, the actual disorder itself, resembles a lot of PTSD types of stuff as well. So they actually think that a symptom of PTSD is borderline personality disorder among other personality disorders. So I think, if DSM-6 ever gets released, that borderline personality disorder is going to be like it's going to be an overlay to PTSD, that PTSD is going to be the main thing. So it's kind of interesting, though.
I talked to my sister on the phone, and I took a nap on the clock. No, I didn't. I did that. But I started early. I actually worked 8 hours today because I started early.
Shout out to Mr. Big Pops. Does she have an OnlyFans? She might. She, dude, to be real, she did kind kind of like sex work when she was starting out to try to make money. So,
Unbelievable.
would you pay money for
was
it,
in a constant triggered state in the
Mr.
past.
Big Pipes?
Oh, it's unbelievable that I was in a constant triggered state in the past, having to work minimum wage jobs. I can't. I just feel so bad for the people who can't take time for themselves and can't afford to get the care that they need. I dealt with severe sciatica for like 6 years because I couldn't afford care. I couldn't afford to go to a doctor. I didn't even want to go to a doctor. I wanted to go to healers. Couldn't afford that.
No, and I sympathize with her on this, basically. When you can't afford, and I believe we should have Medicaid, basically, or some form of universal health care. So I definitely do sympathize with her. And I sometimes wonder if people of her nature self-induce some of their ailments, basically.
There are so many people
And that sounds pretty fucking mean, but to say, I'm very hesitant to say it, but I'm gonna say it. It's on my mind. It's on my mind. I'm gonna say it.
constant pain because they can't take the time and the care that
She, Mr. Big Pipe said she's cute, and yeah, I mean, keep in mind, not to be a dick, but we're talking maybe video filters, and we're also talking maybe a ton of makeup and everything else as well. So, and can we say like a hot mess, if I may suggest? I mean, she's kind of crazy. So,
they need
if you like that shit, if you just want to don't marry it. Let's just put it that way.
for their embodiment.
Don't make babies with it, because you're fucked.
Because
Just kind of bang and go is kind of the general idea.
like trying to survive out here, I'm really grateful not to be in
She kind of reminds me of Jewel Ranch, if you're familiar with her.
that state anymore, and I'm really glad I experienced it because
She's got the look
I don't
of Jewel
think
Ranch.
that
If you okay, let me put it this way: if you ignore Jewel Ranch's personality, Jewel Ranch is pretty cute. Okay, so
if you were born into a comfortable station and all your friends are relatively rich and you have never really had to worry, I don't think you would even believe how uncomfortable it is to be poor.
yeah, Jewel Rancid. My apologies, Jewel Rancid. That's it. I thought it was Jewel Ranch. I don't know her last name. I know she's a porn star and she shoves shit up her vagina. So, and I would definitely play that on stream if YouTube allowed me, but they do not.
I was thinking, what if I woke up
I gotta
tomorrow
somewhat
and
care
I was
about
unable
my
to
stream
make the money
somewhat.
that I make right now, and I had to go back to working minimum wage jobs, and I was like, I get why.
She's fucking vile, but she's cute. She's cute. If you just ignore all the other bullshit, if you ignore like she's crazy and she's that, and if you were just going on looks alone, she's pretty cute. But when you factor in all she's fucking nuts as fuck and everything else, she's ugly. Or I mean, but
Why people are
you catch what I'm saying?
homeless. I get why people refuse to do that shit because it's so demeaning. And it's not that people who are in minimum wage jobs or close to minimum wage jobs, anybody making less than $35 an hour, I feel is struggling.
What? $35 an hour in the state of Ohio means you're a millionaire. I would say if you're making above fucking 20, you're doing great. You're living a high in the hog.
Sincerely,
in the state of Ohio,
with
so
being able to pay for all the things that we deserve to have in our lives. So half the time I'm looking at my phone and I'm thinking, I'm never gonna go online again. Why would I ever live stream? I don't want to just go online and say how I feel. Like, I want to be cool. I want to, like, have this aura about me, like, of high production value and, like, mystique.
Yeah, but I mean, that's not being real, right? That's kind of the reason I watch IP2 is the fact that, you know, they try to have, like, Chicken Andy tries to have a fucking aura to him, but he fucking sucks at streaming. He only went viral one time offhand, and it wasn't even, like, because he did something interesting. It was the fact that he got arrested in Philly, I believe, and the fucking Philly female cop was a complete dickhole to him, basically. So, and the whole, it technically didn't go viral. One of the cop block YouTube channels picked it up and did commentary over and said how much of a bitch she was. So, but I mean, you know, just be yourself. And if yourself is fucking psycho, people will watch. If yourself is outlandishly crazy, which I suspect might be, just be yourself. Don't have a mystique. Don't do anything. Just be your fucking self. Okay? Maybe not completely yourself, but be yourself. That's the best person to be, in my opinion. I'm myself. Right now, I'm taking a shit in the toilet while I'm doing commentary over this video. Technology is wonderful. America.
But I can't. Like, I don't know. It's apparently not valuable to that many people that I do this. For those of you who it is valuable for, I know it's life-changing. So I'm happy to be here.
How do you know that what you do is life-changing? Explain to me how you know that what you're doing is life-changing. Okay? Because you must not believe it if you're having a rant like this.
Doing what I do.
Mr. Big Pipe said, she could very well be dumping out right now, too. Mr. Big Pipes, could you elaborate on that? She could be sitting on a toilet. Oh, okay, absolutely. She could be taking a shit right now, too. It's very possible. That is very educational.
I had a lot of
Academical. I love it.
a lot of unfair things happen to me in my life. And I'm feeling this this balance between
Mr. Big Pop said, she just dropped a deuce. I believe you. I looked into Mr. Big Pop's eyes and I believe
Course
him.
in Miracles,
I love that meme.
spirituality, channeled texts.
Casey Onklin said, so she goes live and she uploads videos. So she, like, I attend her church services every Sunday, basically. And it's not like a normal church. It's not like the Christian or anything, so I just kind of chill out there. But she does these random live streams where she kind of, you know, sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes is in a manic state. I would define this as a manic state.
Saying, suffering's an illusion. It's not real. Open your eyes. Everything's great. Truly, everything is just divine. I mean, how many days ago was it that I made a video that says God loves suffering? And God love, I should rewatch it.
And chat, keep on asking questions and I'll be more than happy to stop the video, because this is more for the IP2 viewership, you know, and asking questions about her and her cult and everything else is gonna help you guys out, and maybe also help out Unicole as well. So
because this experience, I had a grub, like a little worm, fall on my head.
all right, get ready, boys, get ready, okay, get ready. Just be open-minded. Don't jump to any conclusion yet. Let's just I want to prime you guys. Just keep a mind open here. I'm just asking before she goes into this shit, okay? So far there's this grub that's like I don't know, an eyesight of her, and she's going to talk about it. I don't want to say anything
from
else.
inside my house. And I'm like, where the fuck did a little grub come from on my ceiling? So gross and weird. And it was like giving me a message. Bugs always give me messages. And it said, even though I'm a disgusting creature to you, being a grub is the whole universe to me.
I believe I'm that grub. I believe I am the disgusting creature. Actually, no. I think the grub, if we were going to do like meta shit, I think the grub is a projection of her, right? I think it is a mirror of her, right? That she sees herself as the grub, as a creature. Just saying out loud. But she is going through this thing of that, like, she really believes she is talking to this grub, and she believes, like, she can psychically talk to insects and other things that are in her bathroom or whatever. So you'll kind of see what's going on here.
And the idea was just that we have to love all of life, all of expression, all of our worst feelings, the times that we feel really bad and unlovable. It's valuable somehow. I believe that. Even if I can't understand it. So, I just, I really want to give a shout out to everybody who's experienced severe trauma. There's a lot of different ways to mark it. I think a lot of times when we've experienced severe trauma, we don't even recognize it.
I think I've experienced severe trauma. I think everyone perceives it differently. So, you know, growing up was a bit rough at times for me. But I honestly think so. I grew up in a series of foster homes. I honestly think the people who suffer the most severe trauma are people who are within like the typical nuclear family. I would suspect. I feel like they are the most. I think they've been more traumatized than most people in foster homes that don't have families, and there's got to be something to it. Mr. Big Pop said I'd give her a hug, but she would probably be weirded out by it. Probably, but that's okay, man. Hey, man, I'll give you a hug, Mr. Big Pipes, but I'm a man with a dick and a penis. If you're okay with that.
Usually it's how we were raised, and it's how our parents were raised, and it's how a lot of the people in our same upbringing were raised, in our communities, who we get along with because we trauma bond with each other. But if you...
Mr. Big Pipes, would you happen to be on Reddit by chance?
Ever saw domestic violence, or if you were sexually abused in any way, there's severe psychological consequences to that are only just being started to be studied. If you were an incubator baby, huge trauma. If you were circumcised, huge trauma. These are...
Mr. Big Pipes, I've subbed your channel now.
These are traumas that imprint on our consciousness when we're babies. You know what? If you were left to cry it out, huge fucking trauma. Today I was processing the trauma of not having enough skin-to-skin contact as an infant. I know I didn't have it. I don't know if I buy this. I don't know if I buy this. Enough skin-to-skin contact as an infant. I don't remember anything as an infant. Okay? If I can't remember something as an infant, maybe it would affect me psychologically as an adult. I don't know. I
I've read things on this. I'm not a big believer on this. But I am a believer that if you believe these things have affected you, then you're going to believe it. So actually, I believe that everything is kind of a mental game, right? And I believe people can kind of, I think the biggest belief for me is that you can self-victimize yourself. Instead of being what I define as the victor, you're the victim. And I feel like Unicole Unicron, more times than not, likes to be the victim, basically. And it's not just her. It's not just her. And I could elaborate a bit more into it, but like a lot of females, okay? A lot of females and some guys as well. Let's get real here. It's not just like a gender thing. But a lot of females like to feel like victims, especially nowadays. And it's not even just a female thing, it's a minority thing too with blacks. And then blacks are trying to get Hispanics in it, so because they realize that, hey, we can have a bigger movement if we do the black and brown thing. And I do think blacks get fucked over, but in the same premise, I do know that they're hustling the government like everyone else. It's a game, it's a hustle, trying to get as much as you can, right? And they do it by throwing the whitey under the bus all the time. And I firmly believe that shit. At least in America. I can't speak for anything else, but it's not, if you go to other countries, man, it's not like white people fucking over other people. It's blacks fucking over other blacks. It's a big fucking game. And, I was in this Zeitgeist, movement meeting, and I had mentioned this, and this guy called me like a fucking racist. And people from Australia, that was from the US, by the way, people from fucking Australia, people from fucking like South Africa are like, no, it's true. Like what Bill's saying is very true. We see this all the time with blacks fucking over other blacks. It's not just like white people fucking over things. Okay. That's all we know. That's all the very, very narrow spectrum of what we know. But, I think it's just a part of the human condition, really. To fuck over other people, to if it wasn't like, and I think my general argument in that case was, if it wasn't blacks fucking over whites, let's just say that everyone was orange, all right, we would differentiate between each other because everyone had like big noses basically, and some people had small noses. We would differentiate that way. It would be big noses versus small noses or some other bullshit. So I think it's just basically a part of the human condition. Nothing else. I really do. It's not a black or white thing. It's ways to differentiate each other. And I think it's a much bigger issue. I think it's more of we're not seeing the bigger scope of the government's the problem in the United States. And the government wants us to fight each other and not point the finger at them.
Oh, I had some.
So let's just get on with this.
But like,
I don't want to be here for 5 hours.
I really
Sorry.
feel like I was neglected in my earliest days, and in my most vulnerable.
No way, Mr. Big Poops. Okay, I frequent a few subs. The channel used to be Mr. Big Poops. I know Mr. Big Poops.
Times. He's
a pretty chill guy. He's a gun collector too.
And I'm not here to like paint a picture of myself. My family doesn't like it when I talk about these things always because they don't remember it the same way that I do. And I think,
and that's why I think like the nuclear family is like more traumatizing than I can't say for any foster kid, but from a lack of a family, I don't feel like I was as traumatized as most people that have a nuclear family. And I do tend to agree with her that the family is going to say, well, we don't remember it that way or anything else. And they're not going to like if there is some serious fucked up things happening or even minor things, like it's all subjective. It matters to Unicole, right? It matters to her that these things occurred, and she wants some type of acknowledgement and she's never going to get it. That's the thing. That's the biggest problem, is that she's never going to get that acknowledgement from any of her fucking family members. From what she said about her mom, she's never going to acknowledge any trauma. It's never going to happen. And that's a damn shame. It's a damn shame. And yet, she's still seeking, and it's not just her, approval from these people that don't like even attempt to acknowledge or have an interest in these things. I can only imagine the amount of dismissal of the shit that goes on. It's yeah. I can sympathize with that.
It's just hard to validate everyone's realities at once. But I was talking to my sister today, and my sister said, listen, I don't care if you were not picked up for your whole infancy. She's like, one day at Target with mom, and is enough to traumatize the fuck out of you.
This is the problem, though, is she's laughing about it right here. She's laughing and crying, and you got to take it seriously. And I understand, like, people, like, I don't agree with, like, spanking kids, for example. And you've got to take it fucking seriously. If you don't and you laugh about it, you're not addressing the problem. This is a very fucking serious problem, and you're laughing about the problem. I'm not chastising, Unicole, but if you got problems like this, you need to take it fucking seriously. I understand that, there's a lot of emotions and things of that nature, but in the same premise, if you laugh about a problem, you're dismissing the problem. You're not addressing the problem, as well. So I would, even with the sister, when you're with the sister, take it seriously. Say, yeah, it's fucked up and funny, but this is fucked up. This is not right.
And
because when you joke about that, or you joke about, like, I got spanked 100 times, ha 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 ha, like, you're like kind of dismissing
so
this
many
shit. So
traumatizing experiences at Target. It's actually like, we were cracking up. My sister's like, we should write them a letter. My mom got caught for stealing at Target, and we had to go into the back room, and we had to watch her get arrested.
She sounds like, her mom sounds like potential IP2 content right here.
And
she could potentially run against Egypt Beauty, because Egypt Beauty fucking steals everything.
She was always stealing. She was always yelling. She would agree to buy something for us, and then start screaming at the counter during the checkout, and screaming that she didn't have enough money. And we would just have to stand there while she had a meltdown. And the cashier was like, that happened a lot. She would buy things, and then there was one time she bought my sister something, and my sister said, I want to play with it, I want to play with it. And my mom got so mad that before we even got to the car, it was a magic fairy wand. Before we even got to the car, she snapped it in half. So my sister couldn't play with it. I would ask her to blow her cigarette smoke out the car window, and she would blow it in my face.
Oh my God, that's fucked up, man. That is fucked up. Mom, can you please blow that cigarette smoke outside? And she just like fucking pops it right in her daughter's face as a kid. Like, I don't give a fuck. Fuck you.
Tell me that, like,
and this is a person you're asking to acknowledge atrocities from. It's never gonna happen. I wouldn't even try. It's like asking, like, a fucking rock to give you water. It's not gonna happen.
Have any money? She didn't have any money. Her whole family thought she was on drugs. She's not on drugs. She's not on drugs. She doesn't have any money. We don't have any money. She would take us to get free food every place we could get free food. Like Kids Eat Free. We basically had like a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday Kids Eat Free cycle where we would go, where kids ate free. And
free high boys, hell yeah. Get that free hop in there.
I would find piles of money. Hundreds of dollars. And then she would tell me things like, oh, I'm just going to use it to buy you a computer. She never bought me a computer. She just said that because she knew I like computers.
I'm gonna buy you a computer now, boys. We're gonna get one of them computers one day. Sorry, I'm fucked up today. Happy St. Patrick's Day, by the way. It's not it's the 17th for St. Patrick's Day, I believe. I'm gonna get wasted. I might be on stream wasted.
Learned
March
from
17th.
a really young age that her value was in her sexuality. And so I watched her relating to people from that view, having a lot of horrible boyfriends. A couple really good ones. I really love my mom. But she fucked me up.
That's the problem, though. And that's with, like, most people, is that these family members, like, fuck them up, but they still love them. But the thing is that you can't love someone that fucked you up, because it'll fuck you up even more. And then you're going to be looking for people of that similar trait, right? You're not going to be looking for normal people. You're going to be looking for fucked up people that will fuck you up in life. And that's in relationships, friendships, etc., so on. So you don't respect people who are good people. You respect people that fuck you up because you're used to crazy, okay? And that's part of the problem. That's why you don't fucking laugh. Let me put it this way. That's why you do not fucking laugh, okay? When like, she's blowing fucking smoke in your face and doing other fucking shit, or, you know, like, one night at Walmart, like being with her, like, don't laugh at that. That is serious. Don't hang out with people like that. I don't give a shit if they're your blood or relation or anything else, or you have BPD or anything else. The way that you correct yourself is by not hanging out with those people. And you're, I hate to go with Stefan Molyneux on this, but he does this thing with ABCs. I think it's a accidental biological cage, basically. You happen to be born by a crazy bitch, okay? You don't love a crazy bitch. You don't do this shit because you will turn out to be just like them. So, in my thing, I would say to basically don't hang out with them anymore. Don't talk to them until you understand yourself better. And I suspect you do not understand. Unicole Unicron does not understand herself. She thinks she does. And she's one of those people that's like, I read this book, and this book solved my life. That book ain't gonna solve your life. You're gonna solve your life, not that fucking book. Trash that fucking book away. All right? You're gonna have to solve it. You're gonna have to do deep diving. It's never gonna be solved. You're always gonna be working at it. I've had to work at it. Trust me. I've got my own issues, but in the same premise, it's a constant thing. There isn't one all fix. Every fix is unique. Every fix is customized. Every fix is what it is. So, I'm not some fucking healer. I'm not this. I'm just Bill. I'm a human being. I'm not special.
It's not her fault.
Tonavi said, she's confusing. Where'd you stumble upon her? Again. Riot Coke actually informed me about her. Because I was going to online churches, and he's like, hey, check out this person. It was Riot Coke. Mr. Big Pipe says, she's some sort of cult guru. She's using social media to find customers for herself, help classes. She teaches telepathy. Yeah, she teaches telepathy, man. Oh, shit. Man, that's weird.
I can't even believe what she went through. And she's just got such a beautiful soul.
No! No! You must break that bond, that umbilical cord of just break it. Don't fucking sit there and be like, she's got a beautiful soul, she's good, but she beat the fuck out of me, nearly killed me, killed my relationships with other people, I would suspect. Destroyed things. I don't know how to have a relationship. I don't know how to function within society. But I love her. No, you don't. She destroyed you.
She's really fucked up.
She fucking destroyed you.
It's crazy how trauma jumps generationally in your family, and it's crazy how you just think it's normal. And then you wonder why you feel so far behind everybody else in these really weird ways. You know? Like, how come I can't just be happy?
Because your happiness is the result of craziness. The way you're happy, the way you're normalizing shit is what she fucking did. How she normalized it. You gotta break that shit.
How come these spiritual lessons are so...
But I don't know. I don't want to sit here and rant. I don't know. I don't know what it's gonna take. You don't know what it's gonna take. What I do know is you need to start killing shit.
so hard.
Not like killing things, but like start figuring out what's going on, figuring out what you like, what you don't like, figuring out what the world is like. Honestly, I feel like watching, and I hate to mention IP2, but I'm going to fucking mention it again. Watching IP2 has introduced me to another side of things I would have never realized before. Another side of life, another spectrum, another thing that we tend to ignore, basically. Homelessness, drug addicts, things of that nature. And it's enlightening. It makes me say, being homeless, is not so bad. In America, I can't say for other places. If I were to lose everything, I would be okay.
To integrate.
I firmly believe it. Based off of, Jesus Christ! Based off of fucking Salmando. That guy's 400 pounds, and he's homeless. He's 400 pounds, chat. Salmando Salmon Andy is 400 pounds and he's fucking homeless in America. He's doing good. I seen that motherfucker hustle for half off on a burger at McDonald's drive-thru. It was amazing. Yeah.
Great. This beautiful.
And when we know that he's 400 pounds because he weighed himself in the Las Vegas. There's this restaurant called, I think, Heart Attack Restaurant or something. And he got, like, if you weigh over 350 pounds, you get free food. He weighed himself, and he was 400 pounds on the nose. I shit you not.
White girl with blonde hair who drinks smoothies every day seems to be doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, he does take everyone's food. He stole food out of the RV, too.
And she's got 300,000 followers, and she's got a pool.
Wait, this is important. Let me play this back.
How come these spiritual lessons are so hard to integrate?
Because you don't practice them. And what I mean is, it's like cutting things off that are not working, that have never worked. I think the very definition sometimes is you can't get water from a stone. And parents have the strongest influence, I would argue, from even a DNA genetic standpoint over you. They have an imprint on you. They have an influence. You need to cut that out. It's going to fuck you up, but it's going to make you stronger. It's going to fuck you up short term, but it's going to benefit you long term.
This beautiful white girl with blonde hair who drinks...
Okay, this beautiful white girl with blonde hair, we're starting with that premise.
...smoothies every day seems to be doing a pretty good job. And she's got 300,000 followers, and she's got a pool somehow.
Well, okay, that's a Twitch streamer that she's describing, a Twitch streamer. Second, what makes you think she's fucking happy? You don't know that. You don't know her life. Just because she's portraying something on the internet, you're assuming she's happy. And this is the problem with, Unicole in particular, is that her perception of things, and it's not just her, but is that you have to have these certain things to be happy, but when you have those things, you're not happy. You know what I mean? I've got money. I've got a lot of money. You know, I could retire 50 times over, but I'm not happy, you know? Like I got to find things that drive me, that have ambition, that make me want to wake up in the day. It's not money. It's not this, it's not that. It's something right now, it's honestly IP2. IP2 in my opinion, is the most important thing in my life. Well, second most important. First thing is like making like money to live. You know what I mean? But second, it's important to me. I feel like it's the most important thing I've ever done. So like to contribute to.
I'm so happy for everyone who's successful, but I don't think that people who experience the same level of trauma as me have it quite as easy as that.
No. You can't equate your stuff to other people's stuff. Everyone's suffering is different, and everyone's suffering can be the same. You can be rich as fuck and suffer. Okay, she's kind of equating it to like, if you're rich, like you don't understand what it's like when I suffer. People suffer, man. They suffer in different ways, and they all suffer, ironically, the same way. Now, granted, if you are rich, or you are, let's say that you even if you were self-made rich, okay, and then you lose it all, you are different than and let's say that you're poor, right, like everyone else, but you were something at one point. You're still different because you've made it at one point in time, and you have the possibility. You know the mechanisms and how to do things to make it again if you want to go down that route. Usually the case, not always the case, in my opinion. So if I were to go poor and try to go and make money again, I feel like I could do it. I just feel like I can. And I've done it like several times, and I feel like, you know, it's all about trying things out, seeing what happens, and failing. Learning how to fail. And appreciating fail. I appreciate failure more than I do success. Because failure you learn from, and you gain a lot more to it, as opposed to success. Kind of a weird thing, but maybe I'm a bit of a masochist. I don't know.
And I just really want...
Mr. Big Pipe said, she has a retreat coming up in some park. Well, that would be content. Yeah, I thought about going to it, but I don't know if I'm welcome. I don't think I'm welcome. I thought about getting Attila to go. I'd pay his way. I'd pay his way to do it.
I want to give a shout
He
out
stream
to
it.
everybody who...
I actually put in a Twitter comment, Mr. Big Pipes. You might see it in there where I asked if a streamer could come to that event.
works minimum wage jobs, because it's really fucked up that you would get paid that little for your time.
It is fucked up. I agree. You should get paid
I
more
worked
money.
like for $5, $2 an hour I started. $2.13 an hour. $5.15 an hour. $2.13 with tips. And I spent my whole summer in an air-conditioned office looking at a tree out the window, thinking, huh. And at the end of the summer, I had $2,000.
I'll blame boomers. I'll fucking blame boomers for that bullshit where they're just like, you got to develop good work ethic and all this other shit. But the boomers had it so fucking easy, man. They just like fucking threw jobs at people. They were good paying jobs. They didn't have to go through like all the fucking hoops we have to go through now. And they're like, these millennials and zoomers and, you know, Gen X's even are lazy and all this other shit. But ironically, didn't the boomers raise those people? And those boomers had so much. I'm kind of glad they're dying off, unfortunately, but.
And I bought a car.
Tony V said, won't matter now. Soon inflation is bound to royally fuck us all in poverty. Yes, must invest in Bitcoin now, boys, quick. I'm getting that Bitcoin hype, man.
Course in Miracles that I guess I needed to hear today. If you seek love outside yourself, if you seek any love outside yourself, if you seek love outside yourself, you can be certain that you perceive hatred within.
Agreed.
If you seek love outside yourself, you can be certain that you perceive hatred within and are afraid of it.
Yeah. I agree. That's a good statement. That's a good quote. But you don't need a book to know that. If you did some deep diving on yourself rather than looking for other things to help you, which I do think that a lot of the times, like, you need an outside perspective because you're so far into the thick of the woods that you're not seeing the lay of the land type deal. You're not seeing a bird's eye view of things, that you do need to look to other things like books and people and things of that nature to give you clues. Not to say,
Vibrationally,
not to say it's correct.
I have transcended
Mr. Big Pipes, I think she is a Harley girl. I'll tell you why. She's got tats on her body, man. She's got tats all up her body and shit. She's definitely a Harley girl. She has potential to be. And she's crazy, so she could be an old maid. I would pay if you were gonna stream that shit. If you're gonna stream that shit, are you on Twitter? Tweet me. We could talk about it. Cause I would have to see if she would allow you to stream and all this other shit.
so much energy that I almost wonder how I can be in the same consciousness. How can I be the same person? And I'm young.
Fuck Discord. What's your Insta? I've got an Instagram.
If you've been through any kind of trauma, if you have parents who are traumatized, if you experienced trauma, please be easy on yourself and know that it's not as easy as it is for some people. You are carrying generational trauma.
When she says carrying generational trauma, she believes through genetics that you inherit trauma through generic traits, which means it's like a heritable trait rather than environmental. I'm gonna say maybe, possibly, but I also think that epigenetics, right? Like, environmental factors can influence genetics as well. Like, if you believe that you're a victim, I believe there's certain genetic traits that they're going to be more emphasized than other things. If you believe you're not a victim and a victor, there's going to be certain genetic traits that are going to, help you out. So if you constantly think you're a victim, the next, like, genetic things that happen with the baby, you're going to be all fucked up. It's going to be someone that's going to be, that thinks that this is the way to live or, succeed in life is to be the constant victim.
You're breaking generational curses. I heard this on TikTok today. You're breaking generational curses. That means you get to expect generational wealth coming in. It's there.
Oh, DM me on Discord, I guess. If you can find my name. I'm streaming right now, but, DM me.
Big reward for the work. It's just that it's really intense. And what's more satisfying than a high contrast experience? That's what Kuan Yin calls it. A high contrast experience.
That's right.
I love you.
Kuan Yin is like this, I believe this Chinese lady that, like, fucking, I heard a conversation with Unicole and Kuan Yin, like, where they were talking about things, and the one thing, I don't know much about Kuan Yin, but I do know that I'm annoyed with her because she slurps her noodles, and I heard her slurp her noodles, and I was so fucking annoyed with it. I was like, I cannot like not focus on this. This is highly annoying. Anyone that slurps their noodles is not good in my books. I'm not gonna listen to you. Disrespectful. I know in like Japan or something they fucking slurp their noodles. It's supposed to be a sign of respect. It's highly annoying to me. Do not slurp your fucking noodles.
My prayers today, I ask God what I should do. I pray and I
God is great.
say, God, what would you have me do? I say, look at this. I show God all my feelings and all the complexities of thought. And I say, what would you have me do? And today God said, make friends with your pain. Befriend your pain. The part that I want to abandon is the part that has been abandoned. So I need to integrate it, be friends with it.
Agreed.
Being alone is like being in an ice storm without a jacket. But we're never alone because we're all one.
Yeah, she is alone, though. And I kind of understand that. I feel alone at times, like people don't understand me. But I think it's for different reasons. I don't know. I feel like I'm not alone when I talk to my IP2 homies, to be honest. But, you know, when I'm not talking to IP2 people specifically, like, I feel like I'm alone. Like, and I think it is a childhood thing. I think it is just a fucking growing up in kind of shitty places, basically, at times. But I feel like IP2 people kind of like, you know, hey, yeah, it happened, but it's not, you know, it's content, man, or whatever else. It's not being dismissive, but it's, I don't know. It's like, if I were to mention it, it would be believable that they would understand because they see poverty on stream. They see fucking Stop Speeding. He's a good guy, but, you know, he's homeless. He's doing meth. He's trying to stop doing meth. Now he's trying to he's in rehab right now. You know, we see Burger Planet trying to understand females. He's got his own problems, right? But people understand. It's not just like me that's in misery all the time, right? It's like, I feel like misery loves company, and I think like IP2 people understand misery because we watch it on stream practically all the time. And so for me, like, I don't feel alone when people understand the misery of other IP2 streamers. I can sit there and be like, remember when Burger Planet did this, or when Stop Speeding did this? I think the problem with me in particular is like, if I go and I talk to other people, even my friends that don't watch IP2, I feel alone because they don't understand me, really. The only people who understand me in other ways would be people that I don't feel alone with, would be people who grew up with me in the series of foster homes or have grown up in foster homes, etc., so on. And so I feel like she started a group called Unicole to not feel alone, but I often feel like she is alone because no one understands her, because A, she's not really trying to be herself. She's trying to, you know, like she said earlier on, be something she's not. And because of that, she's kind of, and she's trying to be this kind of this, she's trying to have a cult following and all this other shit. She's automatically like separating herself. And then she doesn't value people who value her, right? is obsessed with people who, I feel like she's obsessed possibly with people who devalue her or that don't understand her or like her work or etc. So on. Like she her normalization basically in life is crazy. Basically, is that to be normal is to be crazy. To be normal in any other sense, meaning that, you know, to be good is not to be normal. And so you get a person that has and she's got to switch that somehow to appreciate, and you got to be rigid. You got to be fucking like jumping on shit. You can't be laughing at incidents that have happened during childhood. You have to take these things seriously. She does not. Don't know if she ever will.
This is an expansion. You'll see. Watch in a
The next video is going to be a bit more crazy.
couple weeks. I'm gonna be glowing. What a world. You need bless.
You don't know you'll be glowing. You don't know that. All right, next video. Let's go up. I don't want to be up here for 5 hours, so we'll play this, and I'm trying to...
Best band that exists right now.
Okay, so she's in a fucking bathtub. And let's start from there. This is a recent one. I think, yeah, a few days ago, March 13th, so...
And 100 Gex. Food House and 100 Gex, I feel like, are both on similarly intense high vibes. Help. Oh my god. I have never felt the way that I've been feeling. I have never felt the way that I've been feeling. Oh my god. I wrote in my journal, I said it's enough. It's enough to fry your cortex. Like the light, the brilliance of all that is, and all that I am, and all that I feel, and all the people I have been, is enough to fry your cortex. I wonder if I've got a couple of scorch marks up in there, 'cause we're operating at full capacity in the sense that I am pedal to the metal, reverse fifth gear, back and forth. I'm like, there's one thing that I do when I'm going through spirals where I'm like, okay, am I spending more time? I'm not advertising anything. I don't like any shampoos. I like no soap except for Dr. Bronner's. Okay, 0 to 100, balls to the wall, absolutely. Pedal to the fucking metal, which is how I drive.
All right,
Pedal
I'm
to the
down.
metal.
Tony V said, speed this up. Dude, you're reading my mind.
I'm polite, pedal to the metal. I'm courteous.
I watched the stream. She basically calls me out when I'm on stream, so...
Pedal to the metal.
And I'm going to kind of address this in depth.
Don't recommend going fast.
And this kind of made me want to make a stream because she addressed me on this, and I can kind of explain myself on this type of shit too. So it's not like I'm like, I'll give you a feed. She basically said I was like being negative on some shit. So
I'm literally invincible, so I'm not afraid to go fast personally. But for all of you mortals out there, take it easy. You don't need to rush. There's no rush. You don't need to get anywhere immediately.
This video is 40 minutes long.
Because then you'd be there. And then
I apologize,
like,
but I want to kind of address this crazy shit.
Unhinged, like you would take over, like you would become unhinged and take over the whole world. Perhaps I'm being prevented from becoming unhinged and taking over the whole world. Because I want to tell you the thought process when I found out that Grimes used a surrogate. And then they said they wanted to have 3 or 4 kids, and I'm thinking 3 or 4, why not 300 or 400? How many eggs we got in there? You know?
and that's some maybe.
She's obsessed with this person called Grimes, a music person, and used to be married to Elon Musk. I don't get it.
What prevents men from having 500 children? I don't think I'm like most of y'all. I think there's a...
Tonavi said, that's ironic. We sped it up before she said, don't rush. I agree.
Something else going on. Is it because we perceive lack of resources? A lot of people don't have kids because it's because of a lack of perceived resources. Is my desire to have a baby so much so that I'm envisioning the fact that 400 children is an appropriate amount of children?
Okay, so she wants to have a baby, basically, is kind of the general idea. And yeah, she put out this video. I'm not going to play it, but she put out this video looking for someone to breed with, essentially. She's going to do it in April, apparently. So, Right Coke put in she sent mail to her that, you know, he wanted to put a baby in her because it's not that fucking hard, basically. And he's got one already. You know, just fucking put the sperm in the pussy, basically. It's kind of the general idea. But he made one for me and sent it to her, and I kind of wanted to write something out because I don't want to fucking put sperm in the pussy. You know what I mean? Like, I thought about like just being like, let's be friends type of deal. But I've been so busy, I've decided not to read it or do anything with it. But I don't know. I think it's like kind of crazy that, you know, you're putting your personal life out there in this sense of like making babies, basically. That's kind of, I mean, well, I guess Attila's fucking nuts because he fucking, you know, is having a baby with Joel Rancid, and on top of that, we don't even know if it's his kid. The kid might turn out to be black, which will be interesting. And if it ain't black, then we get to do a paternity test to see if it's actually his kid or not. Because she did have massive orgies with a lot of guys, so that he said was okay to make money.
To raise 500 children, you need your...
Attila is like basically a pimp, basically, to Jules. The way I see the relationship.
Religion, and then you can impact
It's great.
The course of history. Like Akhenaten, this alien, he was married to Nefertiti. He came down in a spaceship. He was an alien. And he's like, I need to have 9 children. And so him and Nefertiti, they had 9 levitating children, all with their stomachs extended in round bellies. You may be asking, why did an alien come down and need to have 9 children with extended bellies? Well, my friends, that's because this was before the Ice Age. And the people with the longer intestines had a higher chance of surviving the Ice Age because their food had more time to process inside their guts.
Tutor on IQ, Mr. Big Pipes. Mr. Big Pipes said maybe the retreat is a gangbang.
Akhenaten,
I'm going to stop pausing the video so we can kind of...
came down with this genome divergent body type.
And she'll kind of call me out when I'm in chat, which is fine.
Nefertiti's body type, and they created 9 levitating alien children. And if you look it up, about a third of the population, or something like that, is related to Tutankhamun, who, coincidentally, was this pharaoh's son. Tutankhamun was this pharaoh's son. And Tutankhamun had a dagger made out of space metal. They say it was a comet. What was it? So, was he helping us survive, or was he interjecting a strain of consciousness into the planet?
Okay, so I comment right here. If you guys see the chat, oh, you don't see it. Let me kind of, I comment and say, hey, homies, because I hop in probably, you know, I guess 6:21. I don't know if you can see this. See right there, I say, hey, homies. We're 6:21 into it, and then she fucking responds to me. And, like, I don't have an issue with it. Like, I didn't do anything wrong. I don't feel like I did anything wrong. But I'll kind of give an idea of, like, what, you know. I'm going to slow this down because she's going to respond to me, like, as soon as I pop in. It kind of annoyed me. So, we're back to normal speed. I apologize, Honeybees.
I was saying the other day, I think if you don't have any bumper stickers on your car, you're probably happier. You just... What's the point of caring about all this stuff? Oh, Universe, your comments have been off lately. I think you need to turn it up a little bit, like vibration. A strain of consciousness into the planet.
This kind of, like, pissed me off enough to, like, stream a little bit. Like, it was good. It was good because I'm streaming to you guys now, so it worked. But, because I was going to do something, but this kind of sped up the process. Because now I'm up at 2 a.m. doing this shit. EST time.
I was saying the other day, I think if you don't have any bumper stickers on your car, you're probably happier. You just... What's the point of caring about all this stuff? Oh, Universe, your comments have been off lately. I think you need to turn it up a little bit, like vibration. Like your vibration's just been a little low.
My vibe is low, boys. I'm gonna turn that vibe up. I'm gonna turn that frown upside down. I apologize. My vibe is a bit low now. We're gonna get some high vibes here, boys.
I don't feel like it's not disrespectful to me.
Yeah, right. Let's get real here. She feels disrespected by it. She doesn't agree with anything I said. Why would she even fucking call me out? Let's get real on this. So, yeah, no. When people say I'm not upset, that means they are in fact upset. Sorry, but you are upset at what I fucking said because you don't agree with it. And maybe you should acknowledge that instead of trying to bullshit your way. I'm not upset. I'm bigger than that. That's dumb. Because I'm calling you out now. You are upset at what I said. You don't agree with it because it, like, and I'll point out, but let's just, like, fucking, I'm gonna rewind this back again. I want to watch this shit again because this kind of annoyed me.
What's the point of caring about all this stuff? Oh, Universe, your comments have been off lately. I think you need to turn
She immediately goes and fucking calls me out. Burger has done this. I mean, like, I could show you shit where, like, Burger has, and Burger was legitimate, you know, because I did purposefully try to piss him off, and I got him banned off Reddit. but I'm good at that, boys. It's my talent. Can I say? But no.
Up a little bit, like vibration. Like your vibration's just been a little low.
All right.
I don't feel like it's not disrespectful to me.
It is disrespectful because you feel disrespected, or you wouldn't mention it, or you wouldn't have called me out immediately. It does bother you. You should acknowledge it. Let's be real. You're not real.
I just feel like in general, are you like feeling depressed or something? Like your vibration seems lower.
I don't know. I could be depressed. I don't feel depressed. I just feel like I'm a busy dude working on projects. I shouldn't be up at fucking 2 a.m. making a video. I should be doing it at a normal time. I apologize for that. I don't feel agitated. I feel okay. I'm just constantly busy. So, I don't feel depressed. Tell me in 2 weeks. I can confirm that. Right now, I don't feel depressed. I could and not know it.
I feel like I could change this whole world with just one thought. And yeah, I
All right. Okay, so here are the comments I put up, and I'm gonna just show you guys some of the shit I put up that, like, in response, like what I think she's talking about. I don't know. I'm not 100%, but let's just fucking see what this looks like here. was. Okay, so I respond to a lot of her Twitter stuff.
Did you know
So this is what she put out on Twitter. I'm going to lower the volume a bit.
plants can actually interact with our thoughts? In 1960.
So this is what she said right here. Plants consciousness in lie detectors.
1966, a man named Cleve Baxter decided to connect his plants to a lie detector test. This would basically record its electrical signals and detect any sensory information. When he did, he realized the signals were very much alive and fluctuating, just like when he tested it on humans. During his experiments, he also realized that his thoughts actually had an effect on the plant's electrical activity, and that even by thinking of harming the plant, you cause its signal to immediately spike, as if it somehow could detect your thoughts and experience fear. But perhaps the weirdest was that when he was eating his lunch, he noticed the plants were having a strange stress response, as if they somehow knew that their plant friend was being eaten. He then realized that if you simply think and feel an immense sense of gratitude for the food you're eating, it significantly reduces the stress signals both in the food itself and in the plants around it. Now all of this may sound crazy until you realize how highly conscious plants actually are. They literally emit a high-pitched scream we can't hear when you cut their leaves or when they're not watered enough. They slowly turn towards where the sun is because that's one of their main sources of energy. They talk to each other through their roots and form social bonds and families with other plants. They have a sense of taste and smell which they use to recognize danger, recognize drought, and even recognize their relatives. They have a highly developed neural system in their roots that communicates in the same way that ours does. In one automated experiment, he allowed live shrimp to fall into boiling water. At that exact moment, the plants also had a strange electrical signal, as if they somehow felt that the shrimp were experiencing pain.
If you brine shrimp die and the plant feels their death, it means that even on the lower levels of life, there's a profound consciousness or an awareness that binds all things together.
This leaves us to think, what really is conscious and intelligent? I tend to think that everything has consciousness, from elements to stars to cells and even atoms. It's only that we experience different levels of consciousness. But that doesn't mean because we can't hear or communicate with them that they're simply unconscious. It simply means that they have their own unique form of conscious experience, which is much more different than ours. But just think, your heart beats itself and your cells replicate on their own. And we say that they do all of that in a mechanical and automatic way, because we believe they're unconscious. But what if everything in the universe...
Okay, so this guy's like, plants have consciousness, and there is studies that are what I would define as legitimate, as far as I'm aware of this being the case. And I've always argued with vegans that, like, you're killing, plants that have feelings, right? And they get all pissed off and be like, well, they're not as feeling as animals. They can't scream. And I'm like, well, they do scream. They just scream in a lower frequency. Like bats can pick up on plants sounds on their frequencies, basically, things of that nature. So, I responded with, so that means every time a vegan eats plants, they're actually killing a conscious thinking being. And Unicole Unicron says, did you see the part about gratitude? I respond with, yes, though if we go by that logic, then we can have gratitude while eating meat as well. So, I was just kind of making a point, because I would argue this point about plants and how plants feel pain, and vegans would be like, well, fuck you. Plants don't matter. But they do matter in my book. Everything matters in my book. So at some point, I like eating steak. I like eating rare steak, beautiful meat, tastes good. I like that shit. I'm definitely not a vegan. And let's go with this one. Okay, so here's my other kind of tweet thing. I said, you ever heal a addiction and then be like, now what am I supposed to live for? I respond with, what makes you feel you will ever be healed? ? And that may sound like kind of a douchebag thing, but what I've said, and I'm saying to you guys now again, is that, like, like, are you ever really healed, right? Like, what makes you think there's just a one-off, fix? You're constantly healing, right? It's even from the same trauma. It's literally like a battle every single day. You're fighting. So let me do something real fast. I want to put on some background music for a sec. Oh, shit. One moment. I'm trying to find chat now, boys. Where is chat? There is chat. Chat is Chad. Here we go. All right. So let's go on to the next tweet here, if I can find it. Here's another one. Another wonderful tweet. Here's another one. If you're depressed, it's okay to cry on YouTube, as long as you don't mind strangers giving you medical advice. But, I thought Unicole was a form of therapy for you. Just saying, smiley face. It's true. She did say she originally started this as a form of a therapeutic treatment for her. So I would often give her kind of medical stuff because I'm into psychology and things of that nature. And she was asking for it, so, and then now she's bitching about it. The irony. So I'm just kind of reviewing the things I think that, would trigger somebody. So here's another one. So she used to be anorexic, so, I made this comment without thinking, but she said basketball shorts are magical in that they immediately make you invisible to the male gaze. And then I respond with, hides extra weight as well. And, she might have got annoyed with it, but Temple, this guy called Temple or whatever, said, whether age or type of weight, it is important to be honest in appearance. Modesty is a different issue. Well, I don't want to read his shit, but what I respond with that guy is, for sure, I'm attracted to fit females, not down with the big bone females, homie. And, I'm not down with the fatties. If you guys remember that meme, there's this meme of what girls want and what guys want. So girls want a guy with 6-figure income, 6 foot tall, and 6 abs. Guys want not a fat girl. I don't want a fat girl. Don't want a fatty. Sorry. So that's kind of my comment with that. I sound so fucking shallow, but my ex was big bone, so I'm 30% physical appearance, I'm 70% personality. If you have a great personality, it'll definitely override the physical appearance for sure. But I'm attracted to fit girls. So, oh yeah, okay, wait, I'll do this one last. There's kind of a weird issue. Wait a moment. Oh, here we go. There's a good one. Another tweet. She's annoyed by my comments. So she made this tweet about, I used to be that annoying roommate who had constant loud sex because I was in love. And instead of shaming me about it, my roommate smiled and said, it's beautiful to make love. And went off to smoke more weed. My response to this is that I live in Ohio, not California, or Colorado, or whatever. So, my thing is yeah, I get annoyed with that when I was living with roommates. Getting annoyed with a roommate having sex and it being super loud. I try to keep the noise down low. Tell me, roommates, okay, so this is what I do basically. Maybe I didn't. Unfortunately, Twitter has kind of a limitation on character limits. But I basically am saying that I'm trying to these are the ways that I have sex without my roommates knowing or hearing that loud noise, which is I try to keep the noise down low. Tell my roommates I'm having sex at these particular times. Yes, I would give them times of when I was having sex with a female, or not do it when my roommates are in the house. So I would do it when the roommates are out of the house. I would invite the chick over and we fuck. So I don't think it's fair to make others horny / jealous. It's an etiquette / primal thing. And where I'm coming from with that is basically, you know, a roommate could be studying, could be doing this, and they hear that fucking sex noise, and they get horny and jealous and all this other shit, and it becomes a whole fiasco. And I just don't want that to occur, and I want to be respectful. That's it. So I don't make loud noise. If they're there, they would not even know that we had sex in the room, basically. Maybe some foreplay. So it's just a sign of respect. That's it. It's not being old-fashioned at all. Let's go to, there was one thing where this, okay, so, let me see if I can find it. Oh, here we go. My reason why I hate Discord. Okay, so it's not going to show this person's tweet, but this person called Aaron, who is a man that is a woman, that is trying to be a woman or whatever, they basically called me out because I made this post. Let me see if I can, like, I tweeted riot code this. Let me show you what I tweeted. I want to be perfectly transparent here. If I can find it, fuck me. Oh, here we go. So I tweeted this to Riot Coke. I said, Unicole livestream, man who thinks he's a woman is giving the sermon. Now, Ghosty is a pretty cool person, okay? I'm doing this more as a meme for IP2 people. It's not really meant for, like, outsiders, but it's more meant for IP2 people to kind of be like, oh, yeah, okay, let's see what this shit's about. It's a way to kind of attract people to the stream. This is how I talk. This is my vernacular, you know, on IP2. So, Aaron responded to it. The tweet is now deleted, but the basic response of what Aaron said, Aaron's like one of the, I guess, higher ups within Unicole, basically said something in the nature of, you know, Bill, like basically, you know, I'm a scumbag and I don't give a shit about stuff and I'm being disrespectful and stuff, but like this is my fucking Twitter, okay? They actually censored me on the Unicole's YouTube channel chat room from promoting Jesse Lee Peterson because I watched Jesse Lee Peterson. They basically said I couldn't promote him, which I was fine with. I didn't understand why. I tried to iron that out with a few people within Unicole. Was never able to do it. I even called Unicole about it. She never gave me a straight answer as to why. They just said that you know basically Jesse Lee Peterson's a sexist and everything, but I didn't really agree with that. And I don't know, it was kind of bizarre how they told me not to mention him at all. Which is fine, I'll be respectful, but Aaron is upset at something, you know, and I would imagine they're on Discord fucking talking about my tweets and all this other shit, and just having a nice jizz fest on there, going, this guy's a piece of shit, let's get rid of him. Let's find a way to get rid of him. So, you know, I respond back to Aaron. I say, hi, Aaron of Unicult. I'm from IP2. This is a more of a meme. I'm being respectful on Unicorn platforms, meaning, you know, I'm not going to do this on a Unicorn platform. If you're upset at the Unicult tweets, at my Unicult tweets, you'd freak out at the other tweets on my Twitter, homie. If you want to get rid of me, find another way. He's and I agree with it. I agree with that 100%. Okay, this dude responds to some stuff here. Also, rather respectful of Unicole, basically saying he's respectful of Unicole. This guy, like, I guess Unicole people don't like this guy at all. He's pretty chill. I never had a problem with him, but I kind of respond back to this guy saying, this is why I hate Discord. Not only does it harbor horrible retarded doxers, but it harbors drama as well. They have no lives and sit on it all day long talking shit about people they don't like. I can only imagine what they talk about me about in trying to get rid of me. LOL, losers. And I fucking mean it. I never had anything good on Discord. Like, some of the Unicole people want me to join Discord, but like, I know IP2 people. I'm on Discord right now, unfortunately, but I'm not like on anyone's. I'm on people's Discord, but I'm not actively participating in Discord, if you can believe that. I just gotta use it to. It's like more of a styling for me, but I generally just do not like Discord, even though I'm on Discord. The oxymoron. But yeah. So I fucking hate Discord so bad, but I'm on Discord. I'm only on my Discord. If you could believe me, look into my eyes. No, I'm on a few Discords. I'll be real with you, but I don't use Discord. The only time I use Discord is for my stream, boys. So you can talk to me, because I care a lot. Music's loud, my apologies. Wish I would have... Let me turn off the music now, because we're done with this rant. I want to kind of get back to this. Okay, I'm putting music on pause for a second. We're going to watch the rest of this crazy video. I appreciate you telling me, Tone of V's.
I do and nothing happens.
But I kind of just wanted to address, like, the issues. I don't think they're horrible. I don't believe I'm depressed. I believe I've just been working, you know, like busy. But I mean, like, I don't feel depressed, but she looks like she's in a state of mania of something. So,
Is that psychosis? I'm trying to expand in so many ways. And you know, I just need I need a win. I need to win. I need a win. I need a win. I need a win.
a win.
I need a win.
Wait. IP2 always wins.com, boys. That's right. IP2 always wins.
I have a win. I have wins. I have wins all around me.
You need a win?
Why can't I just be
win
grateful
right
for
here.
what I have? Is my house a paradise or is it a prison? Are we living in a doomed planet or the utopian, beautiful future we've all been dreaming of? What is money? What's happening to money?
If you guys can make sense of this rant,
What is
please call me out.
Can you feel that something is happening to money? Can you feel that something is happening to money? What do you think is happening to money?
I don't know.
Blood, oil, labor, time. Shiny, digital, scarce.
I don't know what that means.
But I kind of feel like paradise is coming. So, how do we use the energy of scarcity to manifest paradise?
I don't know.
Perhaps you can only use the currency of 5D. The infrastructure doesn't exist for you to put it in a bank or cash in on it.
What the fuck does this mean? Currency of 5D. Can someone explain this to me? I don't know what that means.
It's all in our own consciousness. It's our consciousness see? You see what I'm going through? Like, we could revolutionize banking from a...
Mr. Big Pipes, can you explain to me, because Mr. Big Pipes said in chat, she reminds me of Boulder people. Could you explain what that means? What's a Boulder person?
conscious approach. It wouldn't even be hard. I am a vessel for something. I am a vessel for paradise. I am a vessel for paradise. I am a vessel for paradise And I'm tired of channeling my own energy on a loop. Is that all there is? Is that all there is?
Mr. Big Pipes, that's interesting you would say she reminds me of Boulder people, because she's from Colorado. I don't know if she's from Boulder, Colorado, but Mr. Big Pipe said lots of New Age psychic trust fund people there. Yeah, do they do tarot card readings too?
You're everything. You are the sum and whole of all the parts. This is it.
Is Boulder full of hippies? A popular hippie town in the 1960s, Boulder reinvented itself as a affluent outdoorsy town. But it's still very rooted in its hippie traditions. The website said among the things that the Boulder hippie friendly? Okay, yeah, you're right. It is a thing. I didn't know. That's interesting. I appreciate you saying that.
Maybe
Did not know.
in the next lifetime you can experience being someone else. I haven't woke up being held by someone in almost 2 years. What do you think that does to a person? What do you think that does to a person? I don't even know if that statistic is true. It feels like I've never been touched. Like a virgin, whoo, touched for the very first time. That song is fucked. That song is genius fucked. That song is the prototype for fucked. Yeah, that song goes hard. Like a virgin?
In her chat, I basically said, for me, life is about pain and suffering. It makes me feel like a human. It makes me feel alive. I actually agree with that. I think you appreciate more when you go through pain and suffering.
Prototype. Using the brainwash of the
When you're
Christian
content,
iconography,
there's no incentive to really do
especially in the
anything.
90s, about
When you're
women's
going through
place
pain
in
and
the
suffering,
church
when you're
and the
fighting,
sexist
I feel like
overtones of the
you're
entire
they're constantly growing,
Catholic
constantly having to
structure.
survive.
Catholicism at least has Mother Mary at the top, you know,
What?
Guiding as a guiding
Mr.
light.
Big Pipes, wait a minute now. You said you lived there for about 10 years. Okay, that's cool.
Christianity in the USA in the 1990s did not have.
Well, she's from Colorado, so
women
yeah.
are very good caretakers. So
Mr. Big Pipes, you ever been to
Madonna coming out
Ohio?
with Like a Virgin during Purity
Ohio's
Ball
a nowhere
era.
state.
Father-daughter dance, Purity Ball era, talking about sex and romance and virginity as an adult sex-crazed woman, pairing the sex-free goddess, it's a lower vibrational goddess, I think. We shouldn't make judgments. It's a denser vibrational goddess. And then on the other side of that, the purity idea that's programmed into all of our brains, but you don't have to say it's pure. You just access the word virginity and your brain goes pure, 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 white.
Yo, stay away from Ohio. Not much going on here.
Pure white, little white girl. And then it's like sex, pure, sex, pure, sex, pure. And you go into a hypnotic trance. Why does this happen, my friends? Why do you think you go into a hypnotic trance when you look at the brainwash spiral of black and white duality? It's because
what the fuck is
we're
going
all
on?
fucking one. Deep down in your true heart, you know the fact that we are all one. But you're indoctrinated, you're programmed, you're restricted and constricted in this reality where black is bad and white is good. And every dualistic energy gets applied to every single thing in your life.
Yeah, I'm into snowboarding too, dude.
And this is what Ghost was
Must be an
talking about in
Ohio
Cam
thing.
Church today with A Course in Miracles, is this idea that you don't need to take any kind of meaning from any of this. You're interpreting this entire simulation in your own noggin. You don't have to interpret it.
Tonavi said, you can pause her at any moment and you get a great expression. Completely, dude. I should show you a meme I made of her.
Bad or is something good? You're making
Pretty
judgments.
cool.
So the
Let me see
5D
if I can pull it
reality
up.
is to ascend judgments. It's to be an observer and then to play within that observation. Being an observer doesn't mean that you don't get to do things or have fun. It doesn't mean you're not playing the game. Just compared to a judger is acting in 4D reality. That's one to another. It's below the threshold. It's below seeing above time. You're stuck in time still if you're in 4D. And we're in 4D. Like, we are actually fourth dimensional. We're not 3-dimensional because we exist in time. Once you ascend beyond the fourth dimension, you see a completely different plane of existence. Okay, so you're in 4D and it's a reactionary state. Eye for an eye. Fuck you. Fuck you. Okay, I love you. I love you. It's a reactionary mirror neuron. Mirror neurons are not inherently bad, but they've been programmed into reflecting the same energy. So if you're in a fight with someone, like a real bad, nasty fight, you're just going at each other's throats, stop and say, how do you feel right now? And ask that person, how do you feel right now? And they'll say, oh, I just feel rotten, I feel angry, I feel like you're not listening to me. And then you say, that's exactly how I feel. I feel angry and I feel rotten, I feel like you're not listening to me. So how is it that we are experiencing the exact same emotional state and feeling like enemies? Duality. The answer, my friends, is duality. Duality is a brainwash. It is not actually truth. Truth is, guess what? We're all feeling the same way deep down. We're all on the same team. You're my friend. You're a child of Uni. I'm a child of Uni. I see you for your pure, unique self. And I see our pure, true relationship. And we're good to go. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Because we are. It's a really nice place to be in when you can get there. And the fall from it feels like hell. But if you can ascend your duality... I knocked over the soap. We're all good, though. Okay. If you can ascend your dualistic understanding, and this is happening through the fast, quick, flashing pairing of black and
Wait, I wanna show you this this meme I made. You guys can kind of see it a little bit. She did this shit. Okay, so like, I want to explain this meme a little bit because it also involves like the video I clipped it from. So basically, she was ranting about like how she was trying to kill herself at a particular age, and she wasn't sure exactly what age. So she paused and pondered for a minute as to if she wanted to like die or something. I don't know, like trying to think like when she killed herself or what age she killed herself or if she wanted to die or not die or something like that. And it was just kind of like interesting as fuck because she gave it some like when you go into that facial expression to me, that's like giving it some serious thought, basically. And that's kind of a tell that she's really thinking about it and she really cares about this, like being accurate about like when she was like trying to kill herself. So I kind of made it into a meme, you know, like it was funny. I thought it was funny. I know it's kind of sick, but like right before she was going to answer it, she went into this deep tongue thing, basically. I would imagine if you were to Google like body language that this is like someone thinking deeply, but this is so strange. I don't know. Almost reptilian in nature. But I kind of looped it though, and I made it different. Like when she sticks her tongue out, it's normal speed, but when it's going back in, I kind of slow it down. It just looks better. But it took me a while to get it right. I like it a lot.
White, black and white, virgin whore, virgin whore, virgin whore, virgin whore, virgin whore. I have a song that goes like that. It goes, divinity, virginity, divinity, virginity, virgin pure. How she different than your common whore, virgin pure.
Can anyone make sense of this by chance?
How she different than your common
Chan, if you guys can help me out with this, I don't know. I'm trying to make sense of this shit.
It's knowledge. I'll tell you right now, it's power.
She
I'll
goes
tell you
throughout
right
this
now,
like this too.
it's knowledge and power. You are, you can, you will. You are, you can, you will. You are, you can, you will.
She's not crazy at all, boys.
And then I think at the end it says something like, you can become anything, something like that. Seeing the quick succession of black and white duality in your mind's eye causes you to get a glimpse of a horrifying but exhilarating reality of the fact that we are all one.
Tonavi said, she said your comments have been off, by the way, and I tend to agree. My comments are absolutely off. She's right. She's absolutely right.
There is no reality in the duality, but you get scared of the truth.
But if my comments
so you
are
burrow your
if
face
my
deeper
comments
into
are
daddy
off, then
government's
she's
arm and you
way
say, show
off.
me the duality again and tell me how they're opposites. Tell me how come I'm good and they're bad. Tell me how come I'm good and they're bad. I'm only praying for the good guys. I only want the good guys to win. The bad guys, the bad guys. Oh, I hate those bad guys. Are y'all not sick of that energy?
I I think, oh, in chat, in her fucking chat, I'm like, take a cold shower after stream. No one is a bad guy, really.
You really trust that 100% of the government and all the right people, that the government's on the right side here, when they say certain things. Certain things. Doesn't matter what, certain things.
Let me kind of pause this. I want to give some, like, perspective. Sometimes I feel like people watch Burger Planet and things and don't see them as people, basically. And I always see people as people, you know, but I feel like when let me talk clear. When it's a when you watch a streamer, you watch like this crazy shit going on right here, you almost kind of chant for them. And I feel like with Unicole, I kind of feel like you need, like in this particular instance, you need to see them as a person rather than as a figment of their imagination. And for example, I went over Aaron's tweets. For example, the bitch the guy that was fucking calling me out basically because of the title I had, and she's into fucking WWE like fake wrestling bullshit, and I almost feel like that is a mentality that is like not healthy for a person like Unicole. Because you're treating them like they're like fake, like they're like fantasy, that they're not manifesting things in reality. That it's like, and what I mean is like you're treating them like Hulk Hogan. You're treating them like Jake the Snake, or God, that's probably fucking, it's beyond me. But instead of like real human beings, that this is a fucking real human, and this is not an act. All right, people think that she's acting. I don't feel like she's acting, okay? She's acting to, 10 people in chat? This is like some real shit, okay? This is like someone that is not, like, she has issues. She's trying to solve them. She doesn't know how to solve them. She's kind of venting off. She doesn't know what she's doing, okay? But, like, you got to take it seriously. This isn't a Hulk Hogan promo. This is not like some fucking, like, something that is fantasy. This is reality. And granted, Unicole, I feel is, goes too much into fantasy when she needs to be in reality. It's fine to have ambition. It's fine to have ego. It's fine to even have, some belief in your abilities when no one else does, right? But when you delve too much into fantasy rather than reality, I think it's not helpful. It's actually a detriment. And when you have people that surround you, in particular like Aaron or like these other people that treat you like it's like you're some WWE superstar and things of that nature, when you're really, what everyone wants is to be treated like a person, you know. It doesn't help. I mean, I know she started a cult and everything else, but I mean, I don't know. You get people that are like seeing you as Hulk Hogan rather than as Unicole, or her real name, which is Nicole, right? Yeah. Sometimes people don't want to be seen either. They want people to believe in the mystique, but then they wonder why they're so fucked up. Because they're not themselves.
You think, oh, the government's saying a thing. Oh, my favorite influencer is also saying that thing. I guess that thing is true. I guess that thing is true.
Tonavi said, was getting the same vibe. She disassociates the chat from reality. I agree.
Watch Cam Church this morning. Goes to Reddit.
I'm still like perturbed. You know, like I'm like, why'd she call me out of every fucking person? She fucking calls me out. This is I was kind of like, what the fuck? No, Tonavi said she hasn't talked to anyone else in chat. Kind of strange. Yeah.
Read the analysis of how do you know if a thought is true.
I'm just like, Burger did the same shit though. Burger Planet.
I think I wrote it.
I think I have a way of kind of like
Pretty sure I
pissing
wrote
people
this.
off,
I
but
think I wrote it or not, but I'm pretty sure I did.
Burger, it's understandable.
Okay, so I'm about to expand like crazy. I'm gonna get pregnant.
I'm not.
my body's gonna expand,
Like, I'm
and gonna
not.
expand my bank
Like
account.
the thing about me is I'm not like trying to piss people off more times than not. Like, I'm just giving you my honest opinion. Okay. It's not gonna be the Unicole like one shoe fits all opinion. Like, I must agree. Like, it's not gonna be the cult. It's gonna be my opinion. So. And then she tries to play it off like, "Oh, I'm not upset. If you're not upset, why are you saying anything then? You're obviously upset if you're saying something." So.
Money isn't even real. Like,
It doesn't bother me. You know, when people say that it doesn't bother me, it actually does bother them. So,
like, there are things that people do to expand their bank accounts, and I'm in the position to do one of those
Yeah.
things. So I'm gonna try it. And I think if I just keep trying, I'll be successful because I'm in a position to do that. And I like that feeling. I like the feeling of expansion.
it's so weird to hear my own
I like
voice.
feeling like the world is at my fingertips. I like feeling like I can have what I need. I like feeling like I can have what I need. And
Tony V said, and he gave an honest answer that Tony V said, your replies were worded trolly. Yeah, for sure. But I mean, like, for example, when I reply about, like, how she thinks shorts are, like, basketball shorts are magical because, you know, it keeps males from gazing at her or something, you know, I'm replying back, you know, but it also, like, people who wear basketball shorts, a few of them wear them because they're trying to, you know, hide the extra weight. You know, if they have, like, thick thighs or something, so it's another perspective.
what I want. As long as it's not reckless. As long as it's alignment.
Were they trying to be funny?
You know?
I suppose, but, like, I'm also just adding
Drink some
more
margaritas.
perspective to it.
I don't drink, but I would, if anyone ever wants to get me to drink a drink, I will drink a margarita at a mall. It has to be like at the mall though. Like the Seattle Chili's inside the mall. I will drink a margarita there. There's a Dave & Buster's maybe, and they have margarita. Do you think Dave & Buster's has margaritas?
Have a nice pina colada.
I want a rainbow margarita. I don't like anything about margaritas. Am I okay? Am I okay? Do you think I'm okay? What do you think? I think I'm going through something I need to go.
Tony V's is giving me a psychological analysis. He says, "Well, I'd say your vibe is off, and you need to reach your third eye." My third eye? What are you talking about? Are you talking about my penis? That's the only other eye I can think of. She's right on you, you know. She's right, you know. About what? What is she right on? Explain this to me. I'm willing to
obviously
listen.
not done going through something. I will continue to go through this thing. And
All right, my
document
chat is now
appropriately,
rebelling. They're saying she's right. Unicole's right.
Appropriately.
Call me out. No, for sure. Call me out,
I will
dude.
continue to document it appropriately for your enjoyment and for the historical records of our dear and
no,
beloved
not that third
church, Unicult. Join Unicult, a church you can trust. Give us all your money. We need like just $1 million. I'm just $1 million.
Yeah, okay, well, let me rewind this for a second. Sorry, guys.
Join Unicult, a church you can trust, and document it appropriately. Appropriately.
Okay, she gives a really bad English accent.
Appropriately.
Poor genetic stock, yeah. What's that? Chop.
Appropriately.
Genetic stock.
I will continue to document it appropriately for your enjoyment and for the historical records of our dear and beloved church, Unicult. Join Unicult, a church you can trust. Give us all your money. We need like just $1 million. I'm just $1 million.
She just needs $1 million, man. A small, like that time Trump got a small loan of $2 million to start his business back in the 1970s when $1 million was a lot of money. A lot of money. I still say $1 million is a lot of money, but I'm not gonna fucking I could have like definitely afforded $1 million, you know, but I'm not gonna fucking throw $1 million like into Uni Acres for sure out of anything. I'd rather throw $1 million into fucking IP2, which it wouldn't even be $1 million. I'll tell you what I'd do with fucking $50,000. I'd buy a trailer park, and then I'd say, okay, you doucheheads on IP2 streamers, because we were kind of planning this, right? We were gonna buy a trailer park like in Mexico, and then have them live in Mexico and do degenerate shit inside the trailer park. Content right there. But I'm not gonna throw $1 million into Uni Acres when I don't even fucking understand what it is. The direction they're going, I don't talk to any of the people there. It's just not gonna happen. Their group is like, it's like closed, basically. It's a closed group of people, and which makes it really unknown, or their intent and it makes it's gonna be really hard for people that want to donate when they don't know what the fuck is going on. So I don't want to donate because I don't know what the fuck's going on. I'll help them find a place and everything else, but I'm not gonna fucking throw away money to some rando group until I understand what the fuck is going on. And with IP2, I absolutely know what's going on because the group is fucking open as fuck. Then I know when I pitch my money onto IP2, it's basically throwing into a black hole. You know, sometimes there'll be content with it, but at least I know that where it's going, at least. Tony B said, IP2 needs a northern group. Start the trailer park, Bill. Dude, we need a trailer park. We need a trailer park. I was thinking about Johnny Cash owns a trailer park in California. I thought about buying Johnny Cash's trailer park. It'd be so fucking awesome, dude. He's the only known actor to buy and own a trailer park. Johnny Cash's trailer park. No one knows that Johnny Cash owned it though, but it's a big deal. Johnny Cash owned it. He lived there and shit, so it was pretty cool. How is she not right? Yeah, she's perfectly okay. She's the epitome of sanity.
And someone to come inside me and get me pregnant. Those are the only two things I need in this whole world.
Wait a minute, what the fuck? Wait a minute, let's just say come inside me and go pick. What?
And someone to come inside me and get me pregnant. Those are the only two things I need in this whole world. Okay, it's not that big of an ask.
That's what Rycoke said. Rycoke said, he comes in chicks all the time, and he got one of them pregnant with kids. It's not that hard. It really isn't. You can ask Rycoke to do it. I think he's got some good genetics going on. I'd fuck Rycoke.
Not that big of an ask. I'm a human being on Earth. Join Unicole today. Join Unicole today. Oh yeah, this is what it's like inside my brain all the time. The thing is, I'm really fucking good at masking.
Tone of Ease is saying, could be some hamming up this crazy act. Possibly, for sure.
I'll be talking to someone, like, oh yeah, so what did you...
I'm thinking buying land down south. Man, I've tried, but you gotta have people, like a streamer there. I was thinking Attila, since I know Attila.
You think about the thing they said on that TV show. Do you think, and then I'll have to interject something that's at least getting them to think, so at least I can watch them thinking, because that's very pleasurable to me. So I'll be like, oh yeah, I was just wondering, do you think that TV show is good for the public subconscious? Or do you think that the...
Am I crazy, Tone? I just kind of want to go back to a tweet I made about how I think it's proper etiquette that if you're fucking a chick that, you know, you either don't do it loud, you wait for the roommate to not be there basically, or to give us 10 hours when you're gonna be fucking a chick basically. I think it's proper etiquette. I think it's respectful. I think when you're fucking a chick and she's going crazy and shit like that, and you're just going loud, you're pissing people off, you're getting people jealous, you're getting people horny, and it fucks up the vibe of the house. So, especially people who don't do that, who don't have sex, who, you know, whatever. So,
the world would be a better place if that TV show didn't exist, or do you think it's better that it does exist? And then, like, they've never thought about anything like that. That'll get them rocking and rolling for however long I need to just observe the rest of the room, you know? And I've got a million miles pedal to the metal going on inside my noggin every minute of every day, making every single possible association that exists, as well as bringing it back to the origin source, as well as bringing it to its conclusion, and seeing how all that's gonna go. And my abilities get real tricked out when I'm in love. I can do it for everything else, but in my relationships, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I have no idea. Today, the tarot, like, told me something, and I was like, no. And I, like, pulled another tarot card, and I was like, and I just told the tarot cards no today. I told them no. Mental. Is it mental? Am I crazy, or am I a fucking genius who needs $1 million? Is it crazy, or am I a genius who needs $1 million fucking dollars? Probably both. I love to spell and say both with an L. I think that's just kind of elegant, don't you? Both. Both. When they say, oh, which one did you want? And you say both. And they say, what? And you say both. You can say it a different way the second time. We could do a lot with language. Honestly, someone was commenting that spell check is restrictive of our consciousness because it's conforming us to grammatical correctness. And I think that's a very interesting point. I think if we analyze two sideline cultures, one with autocorrect.
Some people don't want to hear it, Tona V? That's what you're saying? Okay. I don't want to hear it, man. I get horny. I got a high sex drive, and I get horny, and then I get jealous. So, because I'm like, I don't have a girl to fuck. So, and guys, it's different because, like, it's harder to, like, fuck chicks because we got to jump through all these fucking hoops. It sucks. Like, females, it's easy. So they're like, whatever, fuck it, good, fuck. God, I just don't want to, you know.
And one without autocorrect, we would see two very distinctly different cultures emerging, especially artistically. Perhaps more division. Because the division of those who continue to follow the path of the structure and those who...
Excuse you. God bless
okay, I have
you.
something to say.
God bless you.
You know that popular app called Replica?
Yo. What? What the fuck's she talking about?
Do you know who owns that?
Nope.
You know who works on that?
Nope.
I'm curious about their algorithm. I'm curious about their
All right,
algorithm
let's
because
speed
I
up
don't
this
think they
shit.
have any writers on staff. And they say that their app's operating on natural language processing, which I have never seen a NLP platform that robust. Ever. I've seen quite a few NLP platforms. I've interacted with as many NLPs as I can get my little typers on. And can't figure out how Replica works. I'm just myself. I want to collaborate with all of you musically. If you are a competent musician and you can lay down a track for me to sing on, I will sing on.
I'm a competent musician, kind of.
Transformers. Oh, is that a quote from the Transformers?
Tona V said, this has been quite the
Oh,
experience.
I don't know
know
how
what I've
Transformers
learned.
connect that.
I'm not... Dude, we've been watching this for, almost 30 minutes.
Are you talking about the robot people or computer parts?
And all I've learned is that
The electronics.
she says I have low vibes. That's all I fucking learned. That's the only coherent thing she said. I've got from this. And maybe I'm biased because like she just called me out, but
This is balls to the wall, pedal to the metal, Unicole Unicron, coming to you live. Please, God, give me just a little hope. Please, God, just give us some hope. Someone send me a country twang that I can sing that song over. Give me the full song, changes in it. I will sing that song, okay? I'll sing I'm gonna sing all the songs.
I'm down to give her a song.
You can give me an idea. I might not go with your idea, but you can give me the idea of what you think I should sing. Open to it. Let's collab.
You know how Tone of Ease, how I had that falling out with Roy? I was thinking of DM and Roy in a collaboration because Unicole was looking for a guy to breed with. I was thinking about me and Roy could collab to like make a video, and it would also be a good way for me and Roy to like kind of work again together instead of like me hating his guts, and we could work on a project where we're basically we're gonna like make this promo of like Unicole Unicron, look at the breed, and kind of go in with that. Let me think here. Like Unicole Unicron, looking for someone to breed right now. He's Tonavi said, just remember, Roy went through some mental stuff, some mental health for sure. Yeah, for sure. I said to myself, I ain't gonna talk to Roy until 5 years from now. It's been about 2.5 years since I talked to Roy, so. But I said if we happen to meet, and I happen to need him for something, then I might work with him. And that was the only stipulation. And I think this would give me an excuse to work with Roy again. Because I like working with Roy. I miss Roy. But I think what he did was bad to me, to be fair. And I think I told you at one point what, like, the shit that went down, but, this would give me a nice excuse to work with Roy. Because I think if I work with Roy, we could iron out our friendship, basically. It's, oh, for sure. It's been a while. I'm still upset about the situation. Not so upset, though. Not like what I was, I guess. So, because what do they say? Time heals all wounds? And I was thinking, you know, yeah, I barely remember what happened now, you know? But, like, I kind of remember, and me and Roy would need to talk about it. We need to talk about it. Because basically, what Roy said was well, we're going to have to agree to disagree or some shit like that. And I'm like, okay. Looks like you've made the choice for me to end my friendship. So, you know. Because I know that when I'm friends with people, like, I'm a valuable asset. And when I go away, there's going to be a big gap to fill there. So, you know, and maybe it's a bit of ego. I don't know. But I just, I don't know. I don't know. I do miss Roy, but it's in the same premise, you know, because I would call into his show and like talk about like being like the fucking I think someone had called me the crap house inspector or whatever. So, because I went inside of a porta potty, the porta potty inspector, and it was so full of crap. It was like an inch from your ass when you sat down and took a shit. Like, it was bad. I was like, holy shit. It was gross as fuck, dude. I was vomiting. Let's go on with this video. I don't want to be here for 5 hours.
Let's collab. I did, AJ, and I messaged you, and I said, email me. Are you still in Pasadena? Are you just waiting? Are you literally in Pasadena waiting around for me to talk to you, to check my P.O. box? Don't do that, man. Girl, person, angel, friend, uni friend, buddy. I checked my P.O. box. And I read your letter and it was really good. So it was a great letter. And they put on the package, they said, listen with your intuition if the contents inside of this are true. And I listened and I felt the energy of them and I opened them and I was correct in my assessment of the energy. I was able to make a good assessment. Okay, how does it go? God give me ASMR. God, please give me just a little bit of hope. It could be anything. It could be anything. Send me a country twang, full song, doesn't matter. I can say, God, please give me just a little shred of hope. Oh yeah, it's been overflowing. I mean, the thing is, you guys, I'm gonna cause an ignition. If I was in charge, I'd be pregnant when I was 14 years old.
Yikes.
Okay, I'm not in. I'd be pregnant when I was 14 years old. I'd be dead when I was 20. Okay, I'm not in charge of this game show. I need to get pregnant, and I will not be getting pregnant by anyone who is not aligned for me to get pregnant with. It's just not gonna happen. If they're not aligned for me to get pregnant with them, I will not be, no matter what I think. No matter what I find desirable or undesirable.
Must send vials of sperm to Unicole Unicron. He's like, must send it first, boys.
It's not up to me. It's up to the universe.
That's what I fucking said in chat, basically.
I've had a long,
Okay. So, I said in like a Twitter thing, and she called me out on this, which was funny. I thought it was hilarious, because I knew it was highly memeable. Like, when she called me out, I knew it was gonna be memeable on Twitter, and it kind of was. But I'm like, please send vials of sperm to Unicole Unicron at 696 Pasadena, fucking Texas or something. So or California. And it was a joke. I wasn't really like it wasn't meant to be anything but kind of a joke. But she kind of, I don't know if she thought it was for real or not. But it was kind of funny. It's kind of funny. I thought it had the potential going viral, basically, just on that alone. It was kind of like weird. I mean, she was smart to make that, and she was smart to call me out in it because I'm like, send vials of sperm. But because I knew, like, I was like, shit, this might go viral. It has a potential because, like, it's just so fucked up and odd that it might work. I'm kind of surprised it didn't go viral, or like no one like showed it to other people, or I just kind of like, I don't know. I thought it was pretty good. I felt like if me and Roy worked on a collaboration and shit, it would have gotten like super viral. I think on a, I don't know.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm 100 years old. I'm ready. You know, you take 100 years to get used to a place, and you're like, yeah, all right. I'm ready to take over now. Thank you, Ghosty. You're gonna be right there with me. We're gonna tear out whatever ghost carpet. We found this house, you guys. It's like, I found this house. The reason why it stood out to me, okay, it's in the middle of fucking nowhere. It's like 2 hours away from any, it's so haunted. It's 2 hours away from any airports. And it is like, got 700 people in the town. Total! And then there is a 17-acre property with 2 dilapidated houses and a dilapidated trailer full of junk.
Did she say trailer? Oh my god, this is potential IP2 trailer park right here.
From the 90s.
We could do a collab between IP2 and Unicole on this piece of property, and I can only imagine the bullshit that would go on.
And the roof has been leaking.
Would never happen. I would never torture anyone with that.
And there's water stains on the roof, and the carpet's all fucked.
Sounds perfect.
But the carpet's kind of cute. The carpet matches the wallpaper in most rooms. Oh, it's huge, this place. Gigantic, dilapidated, absolutely haunted, and disgusting. Nobody, you could not, you would have to bring a trailer. Like, you could not live there while you worked on it. Like, it's a total fuck up project. Who would do, nobody in the communities, but I'm like, oh wow, maybe I could afford that. It has a church on the property with pews.
You know, Young's vlog, and I had mentioned this to her, but I never put this together before, but Young's vlog bought a church for $75,000. I was gonna get in contact with him on Discord. God damn it, fuck Discord. But I was gonna get in contact with Young's vlog to see if they would do a rent to own, or if they would allow Unicole members, not IP2 people, but Unicole members to actually live in the property. Because they're currently trying to fix the church. I was wanting to help out Young's vlog to fix the church up, honestly. And then, like, give a sermon would be pretty cool. This was way before Unicole even, basically, when he got the church, so it's kind of, like, weird. I don't know.
Maybe I could afford that. Would y'all
Tone of Ease, you remember Young's vlog, right?
come out to visit me if I lived in the middle of nowhere, 2 hours away from any airport, with a crazy town and a haunted church? Would you come hang out with me there and help me fix it up? It would take a lot of us. It would take all of us doing things every day. We'd be watching YouTube tutorials. You know?
You'd be watching this old house YouTube tutorials, probably. How to put a toilet in, how to do this.
My thing is, let's find the Amish community and see if we can trade with them or pay them to show us how to do stuff. Because they know. They know how to do it right. We want the Amish to build our commune. We don't know what we're doing. I'm not going to put some Home Depot fucking drywall in my shit, okay? If we're renovating, we're renovating.
That's right, man. We're gonna chop the trees down and build the house out of trees we chopped down. And we're gonna create windows from the ground. We're gonna superheat sand, make glass windows.
Renovating.
That's right.
So I need
forge
this
our own
to
resources.
be several $100,000 less than they're asking. So that
We can make a church out of the ground like those people in Thailand on YouTube. They can give us the ideas on how to do it. We can build it out of sticks and twigs, I swear. And bamboo.
I can spend several $100,000 on renovations.
Yeah, same. I've not watched Young in a bit.
The funny thing is, it's still too expensive for me.
Sorry.
Still can't afford a haunted church in the middle of nowhere. Something fishy's going on. The Amish people, based. They're based. I don't know what based means, if it's good or bad, because sometimes I see it used as bad, but I'm pretty sure it means good. Like the base, like the most root level.
Base means good. Base means they're on another level of understanding. I don't know if Amish are on that level. I think Amish are just, they know how to make money. I'll give them that.
Well, great. That is what I've been using this word to describe the Amish people.
But it's a hustle, man. I mean, like, I know a guy that like owns a store that he peddles as like he advertises as Amish made shit. But he literally buys all his shit from the Cleveland markets, basically, and ships them down here. And then repackages them as Amish made. And sells them at, like, upsells them as well. So, they ain't Amish made. The bullshitty on. But people believe it. Because I know they go to the store, and they go, I buy it, it's Amish made. Amish fruit, grown from Amish crops, no GMO. It's complete bullshit, though. Complete and utter 100% bullshit. Pure and utter bullshit. But they buy it, and then... the Amish guy, the 70-year-old Amish guy, that I know, that I talked to, had said we used to do that shit. We stopped doing that shit because we were trying to be competitive against Walmart, basically, is the idea. And, we found out we made way more money, and then we found out we couldn't compete against Walmart, so we started advertising Amish made and started to be competitive again because people bought, like we're starting to, fight against GMOs and stuff. And then they're making more profit than ever now because they're now buying shit super cheap because they're not fucking getting it from Amish made places now, and people are thinking it's fucking Amish made, and they're upselling the fuck out of it. So, you know, like $2 like strawberries are gonna be fucking $15 at like this Amish store, because it's just a matter of perception. So really, you're just buying. You're not just buying a brand. You're buying a perception of quality, which is not there, which is a fucking lie. But that's America.
I'm gonna drink water. I'm gonna drink tea. I have this magic tea that this healer gave me. Oh my god, if you're in LA, you have to go see Patrick.
I'm gonna see Patrick now. Patrick, hi boys.
So magical. He gave me this tea. Oh my god, the last time we did this healing, I was supposed to be there for an hour. And he does this energy healing, and like, we look at the clock, and it's been 2.5 hours. And we're like, how did that happen?
He may have drugged you, Bill Cosby style.
Hour. We don't even know what
if you're not aware of, you must have blacked out between here and there.
Cool. He's powerful.
Yeah.
I love when you find a good healer. Oh, that is a gift in itself. You find a good healer, I'm like, oh. When you find a good healer, it usually means you're going to be friends, because you vibrate on the same vibration, and they know how to navigate things you don't. If you have $1 million, you can send it to me in Bitcoin.
I have 21 Bitcoin.
If you have $1 million, you can send it to me in Ethereum.
What is Bitcoin right now? What is the worth of Bitcoin? So, Bitcoin went down. Damn. Should have sold. It's at 38K. So. $38 times 21 equals.
Like
I almost have
like
$800,000 in Bitcoin.
When was that? Like 3 years ago. I was dating this guy. And he was like, you would do really well in New York City. And I was like, ugh. What are you talking about? And he's like,
what's wrong with New York?
New York is performance art. And I was like, what? Ew. No, it's not. And then I was like, oh. Oh.
I can get money from my craziness, really.
Uh-huh.
Everyone in New York is fucked up, so you'd fit right in.
You can send me $1 million in Dogecoin. You can send me $1 million in Dogecoin.
Someone in chat here, Indigo16 is like, I'm getting birthday money soon. Is that okay? I would say no, it's not okay. Save your birthday money, man, and like spend it on yourself. Don't like give your money away to this person who, I don't want to be a dick, but just don't give your birthday money away. Like, if you have some money, you know, if you're working and things of that nature, that's a different story, but like don't give away your birthday money. I give away my money to IP2 streamers because I can. You know what I mean? So, because I'm a dummy, and I see extreme value in this community, but...
Ask yourself, what is it about Unicole Unicron that I find compelling? Am I waiting for some explosion to happen? Am I rooting for Zer? Am I hoping they get on the up and up and like succeed? Am I hoping they reach their goal? Do you see yourself in me? What about me are you attracted to? Is it really just my physical appearance? I'm pretty sure there are other people with more interesting and appealing physical appearances you could go ogle your oogles on. You know, you don't have to look at me for that.
No, I think I said in chat, I watch I watch other streamers, mainly IP2 streamers. It's a mainly just to see what the hell's going on. That's basically it.
That's not the point of my existence. I'm not here for that. Partly, it's a funny joke. Look at my physical form. I got lucky. Are you
Would you call that lucky? I don't know.
If I were Unicole, I'd do it better. If I were Unicole, I'd do it better. Are you watching because you're CIA and you're taking notes? Ooh, we missed that one. Ooh, that's smart. I feel like you make me think more about myself and how I view the world, so it's very self-serving to watch. Charisma and intelligence. Thank you. Takes one to know one. You're different than any manifestation of God, but you're interesting. We're all the same person, but we inhabit different bodies. This was a 90s look, kind of. People wore things like this in the 90s. I'm thinking about the 90s a lot. I dug up this old Joe Boxer commercial. There was an opinion piece in the Washington Post that went out in 1994. I found the archive of it, where someone was writing that the president should be embarrassed that he wears briefs instead of boxers. And wearing briefs actually lowers your sperm count, so the president should definitely wear boxers. And they quoted Joe Boxer, the underwear company, saying that. And the underwear company said that they were worried about President Bill Clinton's sperm count because his briefs were cutting into his balls. They said that in the Washington Post in 1994. They said that. And I was like, and then there's a picture of Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton wearing suits, and underneath is Joe Boxer. You can see on my Twitter. It's so weird. It's like, I literally was awake when this happened. I was like, this is a fever dream. I was like, how old was I? Very young. I was like 5 years old, 6 years old, 7 years old, 8 years old, 10 years old, 12 years old, 13 years old, 4 years old, 3 years old, 2 years old, whatever age I was awake as fuck. Okay, and I was like, how come the president is doing a boxer commercial? Doesn't make any sense. Then you just fall back asleep and you go about your life. But that was a moment of cognizance for me. I was like, that's not. I dug it up. It's on my Twitter. I don't know. It was so weird. It was like obviously an ad campaign by Joe Boxer, but I wonder how much they paid. They probably only paid like $1 million for the Washington Post to run that article. Probably not even. Probably like 100. I don't even think I'm chaotic, honestly. I think I'm like a ballerina, like zippity doo-dahing through this dimension, and y'all don't even see it or recognize it. Why do I keep thinking that you don't see me? You're literally watching me right now. These are the things, the only, Ghosty said in their amazing captures this morning, the only thing that really keeps us from being right or wrong is if something's detrimental to us. So the only detrimental thoughts I have, the only, crazy times I have is when I doubt my reality or my abundance or my bliss. I mean, I'm allowed to feel negative emotions, I guess, but, come on, give me a break. I just want to be happy. Look at my life. It's beautiful. I have everything I wanted 10 years ago. Why do I want more now? I want my money back. Oh, wait, there's a context. The Boxer episode was a reference to a question that was asked on an MTV Q&A with Bill while he was running. So he went on MTV. This is where it all starts, the pop culturalization, the yassification of Bill Clinton. He goes on MTV, and they ask him if he wears boxers and briefs, give him a little sex appeal. For some reason, he was sold as having sex appeal. Really strange. And then they try to use that against him or whatever in the Monica Lewinsky thing. Poor Monica Lewinsky. What a life, huh? I wouldn't want that to be my life. I would change my name. I would change my name and become a radical artist. Or I would just become a radical artist and explain it as a form of radical art. I don't think that what happened with Monica Lewinsky was that fun for her. Thanks for watching. Thanks for believing in me. Thanks for believing in a hopeful future. Keep it on, keeping it on. Don't turn it off. Keep turning it up. Let's go all the way, pedal to the metal. What else are we gonna do, huh? What else is there to do? You gotta just pedal to the metal. Pedal it to the metal. And say a prayer. Thank you. All day, every day. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, bath. Thank you, washcloth. I've loved this washcloth. This bath, great bath. Thank you, phone. Thank you, algorithm. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, all the YouTube workers. Thank you, all the commenters. Thank you to whoever designed everything. Somebody designed this. Somebody designed this. Somebody dreamed up in their noggin. They designed this. All the little buttons, all the little switches, all the little runes. They put it all together as a magic little box that plays whatever song I want it to play. Thank you to all the products. Thank you to the Dr. Bronner's. Thank you to the sky. Thank you to the sun. Thank you for my heart that beats inside my body. I'm so happy that I'm healthy. I'm so thankful of my strong body and all my friends and all the people who love me. What a great reality it really is. I would love to climb out of this delusional pit I keep falling into.
You're poor.
And see
Fuck
the
you, dude.
glorious vision upon me, which is that we
Fuck
are
you. Die a little
living in
bit.
paradise already, and that all is unfolding
I
at a
can't help you,
perfect
dude.
pace to keep us engaged, because this is the ultimate entertainment.
Figure it out, dude.
Grab your popcorn, everyone, and drink some water, because you need
Figure it
to
out,
stay
dude.
hydrated. Uni bless.
Poor people suck. Poor people are like the sneezes of regret, dude.
Dude,
I'm sorry,
well,
dude.
thank God for Blade. He's saving the stream.
Fucking figure it out, dude.
Someone made a fucking green screen, dude. I just saw this up. I was like, what the fuck? I needed this. I didn't know I needed this. I needed this bad. Fucking Blade, dude. Dude, there was something with I want to play this before I end stream, and I want to watch with you guys too. I'm a little bit tired. Got a bunch of shit to do. I shouldn't be up this late, but I wanted to kind of knock this off.
And someone's saying
We gotta watch this, if anything. This is Tommy, by the way.
someone's saying you guys killed a cat earlier today.
Oh,
Yeah.
these are kitties. We love them. We don't kill kitties.
Tommy's dad is such a bitch, though. I gotta say.
Oh. Oh.
8-year-old Tommy films everything about his parents, finds out that...
Put Teresa right in the cage.
Okay.
And make sure the cage is shut good.
Okay, back up. No, it's like, get in there. Get in there.
Need help? Don't let anybody escape. Close it up good. We're gonna have to find it. Hopefully they can manage.
Tom and his parents are moving homes, but the viewers feel his parents are abusing pets. Yeah, I think they lock cats in the cage. I don't watch
Oh, that's convenient.
and dogs in cages and shit. I heard the mom had killed or put down the dog to
I don't know if that's gonna
get
work.
after Tommy or something. It's very fucked up if that's what happened.
Oh, that'll work. Mania. Holy cow.
Carpools and they question Tommy's father about the conditions of the pets.
Hi, what's happening now?
Apparently you guys something going on with dogs. Maybe not with dogs.
No, not really.
That they look at.
Where are you gonna get? Where are you gonna put this?
We're just getting ready to move right now.
I know.
Yeah.
Is Tommy wearing
I don't know
a crown?
what's the issue.
Burger King crown by chance? Yeah. That'd be cool if he's wearing a Burger King crown. I had an avatar as Burger King. It was pretty cool.
Tom, where do you want this cage? We don't have time for this. It's nonsense.
I know it. Your trolls are calling again.
All right, is this cage going in the back?
Yeah. So I got my one dog right here.
I don't know how you want
I got another little dog in a cage.
Okay.
And
And someone's saying you guys killed a cat earlier today.
oh,
Yeah.
these
No,
are
it's all
kitties.
false, it's all
We
false.
love them. We don't kill kitties. We rescue them.
Yeah.
We love our animals.
Yeah.
We take good care of them.
Yeah, I know. We just have to.
Oh, I know. Follow through on what you're doing.
You gotta,
Alright.
cover
If these trolls, he goes on YouTube.
Okay.
And, you know,
okay,
people
so
look at
everything
this
checks
stuff.
out. Everything
and,
checks out. Is everything?
Right, so why are we getting these calls is my question.
I don't know, because people don't like me.
People don't like you?
Yeah, because I'm.
How do they
Tommy,
have your
my autistic
I
son.
don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
That's
Because
on-
I
that's
feel
fine,
like-
I'll tell you,
because I
we're
feel
gonna be
around
under
my
your
house.
hair pretty
Tommy's trying to
No, that's
explain
fine.
it.
Around
He's
my
like
house.
retarded.
No, that's fine. I just, when we get a
I
call,
make videos
Right,
around
I
my
don't
house.
do
we've been here like 5 times.
Yeah.
I called my supervisor and said,
Yeah.
look, we've been out here every time it's
Yeah.
been impounded.
That's
so-
We're trying to move and we got new
I
buyers
make videos-
coming
Okay,
here.
stop. I make videos around my house.
We can't have this when new buyers are coming here.
Okay,
Mom,
so
it
walk
starts to
around.
panic after the
Yes, I'm
police
doing.
turn up. Oh my god. Whenever Tommy's mom
I
gets
get
involved in
revenge
shit,
to
it's
you,
pretty
those
bad.
motherfuckers. Those motherfuckers got my revenge on them. Their revenge.
Stop.
Buyers are gonna come
Okay,
here.
stop. It's okay, stop.
You those fucking trolls of yours, you motherfucker.
Okay, I'm turning it off.
Oh, I'm coming after them. They don't know me. They're gonna be here.
Relax.
She's such an evil cunt.
We're always late because I do all the work. I might be throwing cats out along the way.
What? Wait a minute. What the fuck? Wait a minute. What did this bitch say?
We're always late because I do all the work. I might be
throwing cats out along the way. I wonder if she fucking put down that dog that Tommy had. This bitch is fucking evil.
throwing cats out along the way.
Dude, it's awesome.
I'm working on it. No, that
It's
doesn't
awesome.
have to be.
Yes,
I
it
wish
does.
Tommy would move out, but like his mom and his dad, every, the dynamic of it is
I'm
it's
putting
content
more
as
up
fuck.
there. Do you think I'm going to leave that open? That's going to go up to the ceiling. That's going to go up to the ceiling.
It's awesome because it's like a family getting involved in the
I'm
stream.
gonna leave.
It's very unique.
The shit you brought into our house, he's a dead man. The shit he brought into this house,
Oh. I think the mic is far away from my mouth. I'm kind of leaning back.
Yeah, so we're just doing some last minute stuff. It's just stressful.
I'm sorry to see you go.
Yeah, it's been nice living here. I'm gonna miss it. Like, do you know anyone that's like renting a room or anything around here? Do you know any Airbnbs anywhere I could? Do you know anywhere I could stay around here? Do you want to get interviewed?
I'm all can't hear shit.
Do you want to get interviewed?
It's generally pretty quiet.
Yeah, it's beautiful out here. Like I'm just from like small town New York. And yeah, it's just great. Yeah, I'm gonna miss it.
It's a nice neighborhood. It's quiet.
We got to get out of here.
There's Tommy. And yeah, Mommy cut the cat. Oh, she's not throwing them outside? She promised to put some content, throw them out the window. What the fuck? She's fucked up, man. Yikes. Yikes. Titties. Yikes. Yikes. Surgeon messed up. Yeah, so I am a bit tired. I'm gonna end this stream. Tone of Ease, do you have any words for this stream? I'll give it to you, man, because I'm really fucking tired. I want to go to bed. Anybody in chat? Excuse me. Yo. Yeah. Anybody in chat have any ending words? If not, I'm going to end the stream. No, if not, I'll end the stream anyways because I'm fucking tired. So, Alrighty. Tony V said his ending words are, buy things before hyperinflation. That's all. And with that said, I'm going to end the stream. Tony V's, add me on Twitter, son of a bitch. Oh, dude, I've got a new Twitter, by the way. Let me give it to you now. I'll post it in chat. If you have a Twitter, add me to your Twitter. Right here. There you go. That's my Twitter, man. My other one got suspended, so I don't know why it got suspended. Well, I suspect it's because I'm affiliated with IP2 and I only post IP2 content. So, obviously, it must have got suspended because of IP2 shit. So, that's my new Twitter now. Yeah, but hey, it's good seeing you, man. It's good seeing KZ. It's good seeing Mr. Pipes. It's good seeing, it's just great. So, I'm thrilled, honestly. I'm hoping to do more streams, but I know for a fact the next few months it's just going to be, I'm going to be booked. But it's almost 4 a.m. I want to go to bed, man. I want to go to sleep. I got shit to do tomorrow in the morning, so peace out.